radio or driving to the punk rock show. Well, I don't wanna hear your podcast. No, I don't wanna hear your podcast. I got nothing to do today, and you got so many things to say. Still, I don't wanna hear your podcast. No, I don't wanna hear your podcast. You're just another voice in the crowd, and you don't dare to say what's not allowed. You bought a new pop filter and a fancy microphone, so go enjoy yourself and leave me alone. Show. Well, I don't wanna hear your podcast. I don't wanna hear your podcast. I got nothing to do today, and you got so many things to say. Still, I don't wanna hear your podcast. No, I don't wanna hear your podcast. You're just another voice in the crowd, and you don't dare to say what's not allowed. You bought a new pop filter and a fancy microphone, so go enjoy yourself and leave me alone. Go enjoy yourself and leave me alone.
I can't even see myself. Hi. What's going on, guys? How are you? Happy Friday. Dave's got the mouse right now, so I cannot see who's already here, although I did see Aaron say that we're late. I know that Dadman's here and that Craig is first, but Codain is also first. So, hey, Tim, what's up?
Hi.
Mike,
Happy Friday.
How are you?
Welcome to Liberty Late Night.
Gibbs me dat. What's up?
What's up?
Kirk, yes, how are you? Oh my gosh, we got Slyther over there on float. Nice to see you guys. Chrissy is here somewhere. Were you able to
Whatever,
just... Oh, I'm not going to touch the mouse right now.
Gentlemen.
Because I don't want it to...
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let me see. Can I scroll up here and just see if I touch this? It's okay? Okay.
I was building that list for Dadman for the Liberty Memes van wheel spin, and
oh, that green is really like...
And I was accidentally pulling the names from the messages and not the donors, and the donor list is way bigger than I thought, and it's gonna I'm gonna be working on that for a little bit.
All right.
Okay, so who's here?
Hey, Roger over there on float.
David's
How
here.
you doing?
David. We love David.
Aaron's here.
I see Aaron,
because he
yes.
said that we're late. Yes,
He
you're right.
did, and we were.
You done messed up, AA Ron!
I got all this extra work now.
Oh yeah. Craig Leach first. Codain first. So we got Craig and
Hey,
Joshua.
Craig. What's going on?
And
well, you beat Kane to me at least.
Joshua's
I saw.
always hiding from me. There it is.
Joshua
Hello.
was hiding.
Joshua?
Keith. Hey, Keith. How you doing? Mike. You got to push the mic button. Matt
Oh,
Lacey's here. Hi, guys. Lyle's here. Ryan Rice is here, so we got a Ryan button.
We do.
Hey, Lyle.
Ryan Rice
How
is
are
here.
you, Ryan Rice? Yeah, he
That's
pops
pretty
in on
badass.
Fridays. You know, it's nice to see you, Ryan. All right, so we're good. Okay, Tim's here. We got Timmy.
Thanks,
okay,
Ryan.
Sorry, I am. Carl's here. Happy Friday, Carl. You got to push Carl's button. Yep.
Hi, Alexander.
I know you've done
Hi,
something.
Anarcho. Good evening to you.
I see Gary over there on
Seth.
float.
What are you doing here? You're causing a scene!
Gary says we're looking spiffy tonight. I got my fancy shirt on.
His fancy shirt.
How many wolves you got on your shirt?
Yeah.
'Cause
He's
I got-
3.
I got 3.
Yeah. So Seth's here. You want to say hi to Seth? Yes. Oh, and Ryan loves your beard.
Yes.
Grandma Man.
Where's all
Grandma
over here?
Man's here. Hi, Susie Duckett. Hello. 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 Hi. Okay, so we got Raja over on float. Gary's on float. And so, but also Slider. So you got to push Slider's button, right?
I did.
Good.
First
Like
button.
Oh, okay. Like fuzzy. Sorry, not to groom you on. You know.
Oh, that's fine. I need it.
I don't know, man. I guess the time went by.
I saw your
I'm ready
cards.
for
I saw
bed.
your Disco Inferno. I didn't know they made those kind of cards.
Yeah. So I need to have just a
Swole Skeezy. What up?
Skeezy.
I love
What's
that
up?
name.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome as shit.
Who is
All right,
Mr.
I'm not a fan of the baby cry laugh.
I like it.
I don't know. I also don't like the ding either.
Oh.
So maybe just turn it all down. I don't really care for all your messages coming through.
It's Dadman spamming all the chats.
Oh, David's beard is Beard Squad approved, right? Yeah, it's looking real nice. Yep. And I found a beard
my
brush.
beard brush. That makes a huge difference. I was just using a regular brush, and it was like
Yeah. Yes.
that knocks it down a little bit, makes it a little more
I find it
manageable.
strange they removed posts from LLN group, but let it slide with no issues in other groups or my timeline. I don't even know, dude. Honest to goodness, I don't know. I think once you get your PP slapped in a group, they're like keeping an eye. I'm not really sure. So yeah. Oh, hi, Cassian. Did I say that right? Hi. How are you?
What the heck is this?
Swole Skeezy got a 29-day ban. Oh, wait. Do I know who that is? Do I
don't know.
who Swole Skeezy is? Skeesley?
Cassiana. All
Boy,
right.
Mary applied. So I did. Yes, I put the eyeshadow on. Woot, woot.
Oh, did I click
even
a
like
link?
I even got ready like in the bathroom today. I was like, I'm gonna close the door. I'm just gonna blast some music, have a beer, and like get myself all ready.
Oh, this won't be too bad.
So, hi Leah. Hello. Hi. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. Yes.
Sorry, I'm being neglectful.
You're not being neglectful at all. Did we say hi to Kirk? Does Kirk have his?
Oh, is Kirk here?
Kirk is here.
I did not say hi to Kirk.
Okay, all right. Three Ryans here. The Swole Skeesley. That's right. Because also.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then.
The Twitter name makes me laugh also. So very funny.
The Twitter name.
Ryan Downtown, right?
Oh.
The mayor. The mayor. Ryan Davis, hello. Let's see. Okay, just spam the
Another Ryan.
stream everywhere I can. Yes. Carl, okay, yeah, he did. I heard. I wasn't there. Dave fell asleep at 8:30 last night because he had to work overtime, and then he came home and the car got stuck in the driveway, so he had to figure out how to get that out, and then
It was my fault because
well,
I didn't have good
don't know.
view because my windows were kind of iced over on the side, and it's dark out, and I'm like, okay, I know there's a lot of snow, so if I'm gonna get into my driveway, I just have to commit. I have to come out, and then you have to miss the
wouldn't
two.
work if
You have
it
to
was
miss
a
the two
fan.
ice walls on the side
Yeah.
too. So you got to go in between the ice walls. So I'm like, and as I turn in and my headlights hit the 3-foot snowdrift, I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work, and just buried it in there, right up under the frame.
yeah, real nice. And it was really gross outside yesterday, like very windy, and the snow just blowing right in your face and hurt a lot. So, but little David went out and helped him, and then my neighbor came out, and I was like, I guess I should go out if the neighbor lady's out helping Dave.
Everybody's like trying to shovel and stuff, and I walk up to Mary and I'm like, I'm used to working alone.
I know Dave's used to working alone, but you would have been out there for like an hour longer if you didn't have
Probably.
help from people.
Probably.
So
I
accept
don't-
the damn help,
I-
Dave.
I did.
Thank you.
I want people to feel good about themselves.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
I'm so terrible.
You are, really.
I'm
Sometimes
the worst.
you can be the worst, yes, but we love you anyway. Hey, Jay, what's up? So
I hope I'm assuming all these people are Liberty Memes people, otherwise some rando.
So much better than the rest of the goofball world. Yay, that's awesome.
Oh, not that.
It was in the 80s here the last 2 days. Wait, so it went from you guys needing warming shelters and iguanas falling out of trees to 80 degrees the last 2 days, Mike? Seth says no snow down there in the bayou. Just like 30 degrees here, which isn't really fun without a heater. Right? Oh, yeah, that does suck. Yeah, yep. Yeah, well, oh, okay, that's how the weather goes. Okay. On and off, on and off, on and off. I know you said hi to Gary, but I want to make sure I said hi to Gary too. So.
Yeah.
Rolled that wheel. Yeah, Dave's working on the one wheel because
I got
it's
extra wheels today.
He has extra wheels. Yep. Slider's going to listen while he can. You multitasking, Slider? So Dave came in and he ate dinner and then he went to bed. He was very, very tired. Hi, Asian privilege. I always have a hard time. Like, I have a trouble saying your name. Asian privilege. I don't know why. It doesn't just roll off the tongue, you know. We just get into the 20s in the morning. And then warms up by, oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's cold. And I looked out back. I was very shocked at the amount of snow that's back there
drifts
from the
are
wind.
Insane.
The drifts are nuts. Jane is got her little head. She's 7, and her head's just going to be sticking out. That's all it's going to be. Just you could just plop her down from the deck, and
that's a
it'll
weird
just
thing
be her head.
Some parts it's like clean concrete,
right?
and then 3 feet.
That's why I kept looking at the driveway from the window, and I'm like, oh, what I could see right from the bottom of the steps.
Man,
I'm like,
I'm gonna be
that's
doing
not
this
that
for
bad. But yeah, no, it is. It was bad. A small wombat. Hi.
Small wombat. This is a small wombat.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see you. How's life going for you? Oh, hey, Scott Peterson, no snow in Houston. All right. How are you and Crystal doing? Is it warm? Is it hot there? Aaron says we got like 10 inches or some shit over 4 days of nonstop snow.
Maybe if I put it over here.
Yeah, go for it. I don't know. I haven't left the house since
That
going.
doesn't change it.
Oh, wait a second. You got tested on Wednesday for the Rona? Is that what you're saying?
Who's that?
I don't know, Aaron.
Who dat?
I'm asking if that's what it is. Yeah. It's freezing. Oh, man. Do you guys have, a fireplace or something to stay warm or, I don't know, heat? Furnace?
Do you guys have furnaces there?
Do you guys have furnaces there? Yeah, Carl, seriously. Yep. Upper Michigan. Oh, yeah, no. No thanks. That's about what we get. Yeah, it's like 132 maybe or something. Yeah. Not too bad at the moment. It was my dad. Oh, no, but everyone's been handling that fairly well in the family. I'm so sorry, a small wombat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're here to hang out. It's nice to see you. Alexander, no snow. Okay, but it's 80 kajillion degrees. Is it humid or is it a dry heat? Gas furnace. Okay. Oh, and you're in your boxer shorts. All right. There you go. Okay, you're COVID negative, so it's just the flu. Are you allowed to take off work for the flu? Or do you have to be COVID?
That's the only sickness
positive?
allowed
That's
now.
the only sickness you're allowed to ever call off, for anymore, apparently. My earrings aren't showing.
There's so many donors. This is so amazing.
But they're really cute. I got them at Kohl's, and I like them. A dingo ate your baby. Is that how it is? No, I don't know. Is it dingo? What was it? A dingo? Isn't that a thing?
What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh,
it is a thing. Remember Elaine from Seinfeld did it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's in. I don't know what it's in reference to though.
Okay, Kirk Davis says, "Was it a dingo?" Crystal said they're cute. Oh, thanks, Crystal. Let's see. We still haven't turned on the heat. It never got below 66 inside. I don't know what it is. Something about the 60s inside in the winter to me is cold. No. I'm sorry. 50s. Because right now, I think I have the heat set to probably 66. I think that's fine. 67. But no, when it'll be 60 in the house, and I'm like, it's freezing. So, anyway. Craig, you got the 15 or 16 feet of snow in December, then 0 in January. You got all the snow at once, right? Oh, years later they found the clothes in a dingo den. Oh, wait, what? I have got to follow this. Dave has the mouse, so I'm going to have to go back. Dingo is an Australian wild dog. I don't do accents very well, by the way. Anybody who's new here, anybody who's joining us for the wheelchair
there is a lot of people
fans from Liberty Memes fans, hello, welcome to the show. I don't even think we said hi. Everybody, like, hello, I'm Mary.
We didn't even do our wheel. Man, I'm still working on your list here.
I'm Mary, and this is Dave, and this is what we do on Friday nights. We hang out. We're on several different platforms, so I hope you guys stick around because Dave's working on the wheel. He ended up putting the wrong list of names on, so he's gotta do this thing now. So, hi Kaylee, hello. That's true. That's very true. Neither did John McAfee, right?
We'll do our wheel like after this.
New album unless Spotify removes Joe Rogan. Oh my gosh, Denmar, no. No. Wait, 75. It's 17 right now. Yeah. Here. So, Dixie is a dingo. Dixie's adorable. I love Dixie. Yeah. Dave messed up. No. I think he said it though. Didn't he say it in the beginning? I feel bad.
You can join Dadman.
Where am I joining Dadman?
No, I'm not
I thought you were telling me. I'm like, where am I going?
That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny, right? So today, this is another funny story. When I was getting ready, I dropped something, one of the hair things I was using, and it went behind the toilet. And I said, son of a bitch. And just then my son was talking to me about something, and he goes, yeah, that's me, but he didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it?
He didn't realize, like, I had said son of a bitch, and as I said it, he's like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, and he's like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean that. It was really perfect timing. It was too funny. I wish it was, like, recorded so that everybody could.
All right.
But it's only in my brain now. So, your face can join, David. Let's see. 70 total 40 previous. Oh, okay. Now we have to reminder from Facebook check community standards. Oh, wait, what?
Uh-oh, somebody got dinged.
Oh, no. What is that? Facebook don't. Yeah. It was just a really funny thing because, you know, he called me a bitch without realizing that he called me a bitch. Yeah, that's what Dadman said. He curses vicariously. Is there an Australian in the room? In our room or in the chat, Raja? There's New Zealand folk here. But I'm not saying they're Australian because I know they don't like that. I know that they don't, and Australians don't want to be called New Zealanders or whatever they're called. So
yeah, they don't.
I would not ever compare the lot of y'all.
That's pretty, ain't it?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It matches my shirt. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's really pretty. You should ask every Aussie in the comment section if they have any license from their government.
Okay.
Live stream outside. Oh my god.
I can join the stream now.
Not allowed to do that.
Unless somebody else donates, but I'm hoping not.
Well, no, you have to have a cutoff time.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we want someone to donate, but there has to be a cutoff time, and cutoff time is right now while the show is on. So, yes, there has to be a cutoff time.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
Kiwis, okay, we're in.
They're called Kiwis, Kiwi blokes.
Right, let me bring your
Thank you,
your
Carl
slideshow down.
And Dottie.
And that should bring
David.
you on. Okay, David's on. Okay, David's just doing audio today.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm trying to be mysterious, you know.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't need any more people going out to the plastic surgeon and saying, "Please make it look like that."
Yeah, they take your picture.
Oh my gosh.
I understand it.
It's just starting to get a little bit creepy after about 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the magic number there. How you doing?
Yeah, but that makes 8 of us. I'm doing well.
Good.
I talked to my friend Diego Rivera on the phone today,
Yay!
and he told me all sorts of really exciting stuff. And I'm excited that he's planning to come on the show and share it with you guys. That's extra exciting. So you guys drink your beers.
Okay.
We love Diego. And we love you too. Just so you know.
Listen.
I'm listening.
This is the type of thing where you can have your circle of friends in high school, and some new kid comes along and you introduce them to that new kid, and then they don't want to be your friend anymore. And it's like, you met him through me.
Oh.
Man, my
Yeah,
mic was
no,
super
we're all
loud.
friends. We're all friends, right? Yeah. Not
What are you
Geraldo.
guys showing on that little screen in the background?
We should put
there?
us in the tiny corner and then make that big.
Ooh, I'd have
Can
to
you
build
make
a new
that big,
scene.
Dave? Oh, can I hit your e-cig? Because I just need a little bit of nicotine. Okay, so can everyone hear David okay? What happened to the chair?
The wheel fell out.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it did.
So you said So do you guys need a GoFundMe for new wheels?
Gosh, hold on a second. I'm gonna kill
chair.
myself if I don't put this back in
Yeah,
here.
seriously. Holy crap. It's probably the one the kids use when they're down here.
I think they're trying to sabotage your stream.
Hi, Brooke. Oh, you know. I don't know. There's something missing here?
Yeah, there's a piece
Oh,
missing.
shit. I mean, shoot.
I'll have to investigate that later.
Okay, as long as you don't fall.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
right.
So Raja doesn't want me to do the Indian accent today, so I won't.
Oh, okay. He enjoys your accents very much. So, yeah, so do we. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say Craig Mary doesn't like Dadman? I love Dadman. I love all of you guys. We're all friends, right? Dave rode the wheel off.
We're all friends. Yeah, right.
What?
Oh my god.
Wait, you don't like me anymore? I thought we were like family,
I wasn't
bro.
talking about you.
Okay.
You just said that we're all friends.
Okay.
And I'm just not sure about that
Okay.
sometimes.
All right,
Aw.
that's okay. I'm sorry.
You don't like us?
Yeah. Nope. See, nope. I already
No.
did that. I already did that
no.
shtick.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
do that now. I already did it.
I zone out a
used
lot
it.
and lose the
used
conversation.
So, do you want to make it big over here so people can see the stuff going on in the background?
Yeah, I can
Just
build-
wow, Mary.
I know.
Build
I
a new
say it a
scene.
lot on the show. Make it big, Dave.
David, do you want to make it big?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see what happens.
So for anybody
that's
who,
not it. Wow, that's terrible.
You know, isn't
Nope,
like
that
usually here with us. we just like to have fun and hang out. And
So for those of you that don't know, they're sitting in front of a green screen and they're in their basement in front of the water heater.
No, this is all real.
oh, okay. Actually, it's we got the furnace over here,
Yeah,
nice and
the water
loud.
heater's right over there.
Water heater's next to the furnace. It's been a while since you've been here.
Your ingenuity for this show it's just top notch, David. You're the best.
Thanks.
He is the best. He really is. Honest to goodness.
I mean, it literally looks like you guys are in a bar, just
Dave
with
made
a
that.
projector screen down. It's just so awesome.
He
And I
made
know
that.
he made that with some sort of software.
With
Yeah.
his bare hands. Rawr.
Wow.
Sorry.
make me want to get my back scratched.
Oh, what? How's the family doing? How's Juicy?
The family is doing very well. The family is doing very well. They're out watching shows right now. I said, guys, don't make any noise while I'm doing my interview on Liberty Late Night. And immediately Jasmine screamed.
Oh, does Dave
Screamed?
need to
Yeah.
do a rap or
Yeah,
anything?
they-
Hey, Quirt.
Yeah, they like to troll me. And David is on his Discord server, which has a lot of people, by the way, and he's on his Discord server watching. Yeah, you peek. David Jr. has a Discord server. Guess what? I'm not going to tell you
server.
what it is.
That's
It's a
fine.
secret. It's a secret.
I don't understand Discord. I couldn't figure that out.
I don't know what that. Yeah.
Oh, his chats are so active, and it's a lot of fun. And they're live streaming Rush Hour right now, and they just got to the part where he says, "What's up, my N-word?" And
Oh.
that's a really funny part.
Oh my god.
And so everybody's laughing out there in the living room.
Oh boy, that's fun.
The neon
I haven't
tubing
My
seen
lights.
that
mom-
movie in a long time.
For
Your
those of
mom's
you who
here.
are reading the comments, Dottie Mintline says, "Of course she did," and she's referring to the fact that my daughter would scream, and my daughter is notorious for
Hi,
being
Teresa.
the loudest screamer my mom has ever heard in her life.
Oh,
To
really?
the point where, when she would come and visit the house, she would scream so much that probably the most common thing to hear from my mom, and when they remember her, because she hasn't visited in a little while, she lives a few hours away, and they just say, "Stop screaming."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
My
I
kids
dig
were
it.
loud today.
Because
Yeah.
that's what Grandma says.
Stop
dig it,
screaming.
yes.
I tell you what, My kids, they were loud. They were fighting today. It was just something in the air. And then they had fun, but they were just really, really loud later. Everything just had to be loud.
So I want to tell everybody, I want to tell everybody who's new to this show that this is like just kind of where we hang out and have a lot of fun as a Liberty movement. It's a sort of a Liberty hangout that we've built, and we have a great time doing it. And it doesn't have to be serious. No. It doesn't have to be, we're on message 100% of the day all the time. This is just a place for us to relax and talk about our day and sometimes tell each other some of the great news of stuff that's happening in the Liberty movement.
Definitely.
And right now,
it's a lot of fun.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited by the fact that wheelchair vans from Liberty Memes fans funded another cause yesterday. Fully funded $17,600 for Wendy Harvey in West Yellowstone, Montana. And she no longer has to consider riding her scooter into town in Yellowstone in the middle of winter.
Yep.
Which, you can just imagine that's not a good idea.
Hi, Alfred.
So she got fully funded.
Very
exciting.
exciting.
We did a few giveaways where the top donor got Ron and Carol Paul signed Paul family cookbook.
That's awesome.
And the funny thing about the top donor is he gave $500 to be the top donor, and then at $11.59 he outbid himself at $501, so he gave $1,001 for a Ron Paul family cookbook.
Dude,
that
that's
is signed
awesome.
by Ron and Carol.
What a king.
And
That is rad.
And then we did a painting by our cause herself, Wendy, who apparently is a West Yellowstone artist. She's been doing art there for decades, and just beautiful landscapes that she draws. And she drew a painting of a bison, and that painting, and again, this is just a reward for whoever the top donor is. It's not really an auction or a raffle or anything like that. It's just, at the end of the day, whoever the top donor was, we're going to give them this top individual donation. We're going to give them this painting. And somebody won and gave it back and said, no, I'm going to win as anonymous, or consider me having won as anonymous, so that you guys can do this all over again tomorrow.
Oh,
and
wow.
then somebody put up somebody put up an individual $1,000 donation. And so that painting, Wendy's painting, which she had valued for her art shows at $125, really brought nearly $4,000 for her cause to help her get a wheelchair van.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
So
I'm thinking that piece of art becomes a lot more valuable, not just for the sentimental value, what it was involved with, the story that it's involved with, of this woman who's a talented artist in West Yellowstone who valued her art at $125 and ended up getting like $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
and a wheelchair van.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love the outside of the box thinking too, for
my 11-year-old daughter, who loves to draw cherry blossoms to the point of I have free frescoes all over the wall in the house, and she draws Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms and snow just anywhere she feels like, which I've decided that that's awesome, and I'm going to embrace that and not complain. And she's very artistic, so she drew up, and I brought her after school yesterday to the art supply store and spent a few pennies on art supplies for her, and she made those markers that are like paintbrushes and they have watercolor inside of them. So they're basically a marker that has a very thick, flexible tip, and you can make different textures out of it. And you can also add water to the ink once it's on the paper to make a watercolor effect.
Oh, that's fun.
And she immediately grabbed a piece of thick construction paper and went to drawing more cherry blossoms. And I showed it to the group and I said, hey, my 11-year-old daughter wants to help the cause by giving this picture to whoever the highest donor is today. Actually, not for that, it wasn't the highest donor. It was just, I think it was anybody who donated during that time period got entered into a raffle for it or whatever.
Oh, that's
just
fun.
a drawing for it.
That's fun.
So that brought another couple $100 to the cause, which means my daughter's art is also valued at a few $100s, which is pretty cool. Yay. For an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
Again, it helped Wendy get her wheelchair van, so her cause is completed. And now we've moved on to Manny, a young boy who was in an accident who ended up being paralyzed, and I don't know what his other conditions are. I'm sorry. It escapes me at the moment. Been a lot of causes. We've been doing a lot of stuff.
Right, a lot in a very short amount of time. Yeah.
In only 8 weeks, we're about $5,000 away from $200,000. So that's $100,000 a month, just about, in the last 2 months in a row.
Yes.
Which is very exciting. And yeah, I don't think we've ever done that before. $100,000 a month, 2 months in a row.
Yeah,
2 months in a row.
That's huge. That is huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it just keeps growing. So we set wheelchair vans from Liberty Memes fans to public so that it can keep growing.
Oh, good.
And it's funny. I had no idea what disabled people go through in trying to be mobile and trying to have a vehicle of their own. I had no idea before I started this that there's not only barriers from the state and their own social workers who wish they could help but aren't allowed to and are basically kind of steer them away from what they need to know. And then there's community organizations that need to schedule all the transportation for all the disabled people. And it's a big burden to have to schedule everybody. And sometimes you don't make it into that schedule because they're already full. And then you have to ride on the road on your own in the snow on your electric wheelchair van. And if that breaks down, you're stuck. Or if you get a hit and run, like what happened to Kevin Smith. While he had his kids riding on the wheelchair van, and the guy just hit him, threw him into a ditch, and broke some bones. And so there's that. Then there's the churches and people that they need to go to church, and their churches have to come and help them because they don't have an accessible vehicle, or just all sorts of things that these people go through. And when you get them a wheelchair van, or the transportation, or you solve whatever transportation need they have, the burden that has been on all those programs that have been helping them is completely lifted.
Right.
So it's not just on the programs, it's on the people in their community that have helped, the people in their church, the people in their family. And they're like, hey, how come we don't have to go pick up Richard to go to whatever thing? Oh, because Richard can drive himself.
That's huge.
So unlike where somebody comes to you, and my wife was saying this, she says, you mean to tell me that there's still people that don't understand that it's more important to help people that can't help themselves than to help people that can? Are you telling me for real that there are people in your group complaining that you're not paying everybody's rent that comes to you and says, hey, I missed a rent payment, so that you can pay for people who can't walk to a job and pay their own rent? So I was like, well, when you put it that way, I mean, obviously there are extenuating circumstances. There are extenuating circumstances, and I have a lot of compassion for people in all sorts of situations, and I've had my own situations in life that make me compassionate to almost every form of charity. But really, this is such a neglected subset of society. Most people assume that insurance takes care of them, and if it's not insurance, it's some sort of welfare or some sort of Medicaid or something like that. Automatically takes care of them, and they don't. There is literally nothing that covers anything for wheelchair vans except for installing a lift. And what if your vehicle's not rated for a lift? What if your vehicle's already a piece of crap? Or, the fact that you don't have a job. Just relying on social services in the first place is a full-time job. So you don't have time to have a job to save money to buy your own vehicle. So people who have a vehicle among the disabled community are literally what we would consider the 1%.
Tom was telling us about that when he was on our show, and he shared with us about how, it's like he's not allowed to save past a certain amount of money, but he wanted to be able to save to try to buy himself, a van or something like that. And but the government says we'll take away everything. Now he can't just go out and just work. Like they have him in this if you make
too much,
even $1 over, we're gonna take everything from you. And then they take everything from him, and then what does he have? You know what I mean? It's like it's a really broken system.
Yeah, they build dependency.
It's a really broken system, and I never.
They don't just build dependency. I mean, this is in somebody who's disabled in their situation. I mean, they have nowhere else to go, and they've said, okay, the state has created a situation where the only thing available is their help.
So you
Because
have to
a lot of
reach out
charities
to them.
can't compete. A lot of
Yeah.
charities in the beginning, they can't compete with that, and there's also a lot of moral sloth involved where people just assume that's already taken care of. And people also with the disabled, they automatically assume, well, I've seen those GoFundMes that go viral all the time, and I'm sure disabled people are top priority
That's
in
a
those.
short list
And it's just not true.
None of it is.
Even
Yeah.
the people who have come to us in just 8 short weeks, we've had 65 people sitting in queue with their fingers crossed, putting up a prayer that we'll be able to get to them and help them get their transportation situation. So at our current rate, that's already more than a year worth of fundraisers we need to get through. So that's why it's so important to talk about it and be like, hey, can you recruit somebody? Or if you
get
have
this
a
group
prayer,
growing.
if you don't like the way the group goes or how active or hyper or in your face it is, then just take your email list with your prayer list at church or something and say, hey, I'm helping this person fund a wheelchair van. Anybody want to pray about this? And they'll probably also donate.
Yeah.
Things like that. There are ways where we can do this where we don't have to necessarily drive traffic straight to a group that people aren't ready for. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
All I'm worried about right now is these people that we've got. People kind of complain. They're like, "Oh, you're too in our face, and it's too hyper, and there's too many posts." And I'm like, the people who are sitting at home without transportation and have been trapped in this holding pattern for most of their life, those people aren't complaining.
Plus, Facebook's such a weird place. It's like if you don't do certain things, the group dies. Not because they leave or they stop looking. It's just because Facebook kills the reach of all the posts.
Facebook could even see that something is wildly popular, and then the first time that popularity dies down for just about a day, just one day, they'll say, okay, this isn't popular anymore, and move along to the next thing and let that be popular. But if something is popular every single day, then it'll always stay in the algorithms, always stay in the newsfeed. So that's what we have to work on.
Justin Mott says, you're not in our face enough. The algorithm is a killer.
Yeah, certain people.
Yes, thank you, Justin.
And Brooke,
and so we've got this situation now also where everybody's turned inward. People don't really care about helping an organization grow much anymore, and they don't care much about helping people get what they need because they're worried about me and my own. We got to worry about me and my own. And listen, I've been watching documentaries of how people live in Africa. And let me tell you, we have the most comfortable life in the history of humanity, and people are still asking for more or complaining when they're asked to do something. And it is so absurd because what do you have to do in order to click like and share on something in a group? You have to literally lay down in your bed with your fat ass and look up at your screen and go, share. That was a lot. It was very emotionally taxing for me to have to go through this. So people are like, oh, I can't believe you had 5 posts in my feed in 1 hour. I've never seen 5 posts from the same person in my feed in 1 hour.
Everybody's different. Yeah, they get,
and I'm like, do you realize that we used to watch television where Kellogg's had like 20 commercials in our face like every half an hour because we would watch a 3-minute segment of a Saturday cartoon and then another 2-minute segment of that cartoon and then another 3 minutes, and it was like Corn Pops, Frosted Flakes, Wheaties, and it just like kept coming. And we're like, whoa, nobody's sitting around. By the way, I mentioned Corn Pops. Yeah, Corn Pops is Kellogg's.
Hey, I got to push this along though because we're gonna have Diego waiting pretty soon. I did push him back past 10.
But let's just think about that for a second. When we're sitting there being like, complaining about, oh, something was in my news feed too many times. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got a spam email.
Alfred.
I got tagged by somebody. They're in the country of Gabon. Give me 2 more minutes. I'll wrap this up.
Yeah, no problem. We also have to spin the wheel too for you.
I want to say Alfred's comment though.
Of Gabon.
Go ahead.
In the nation of Gabon in Africa, these people who drive trucks from logging forests to the coast have to go through a 200 square mile forest called the Forest of Bees.
Oh.
All right? And
Shut up.
And if you're trying, this is like a fairy tale, and the only people who live there are sorcerers. Literally, they call them sorcerers. And so, in order to get from the logging town to the village, you have to cross the Forest of Bees. And this isn't a quest. This is real freaking life. Every single day for people in Africa, they open the door of their truck and they're immediately swarmed. No matter where you go, there's swarms of bees in the entire 200-mile radius. This is insane how difficult life is for people and how they persevere and how much we complain about, oh, there was too much stuff in my news feed.
I believe it.
Go.
So now,
I have to say that Alfred said, I participate and donate because I do worry about me and my own. The kids love the stories I tell them about what the group does, which I think is fantastic because then you're sharing that and passing that on. So, but your story, yes, I'm sorry. The Forest of Bees.
I'm laughing because Brooke just asked me if I walk around my house ranting in Spanish.
I believe you do. Yes.
I'm like Ricky Ricardo over here. I'm like, oye, pero tú sabes que se pone esa gente de una forma de madre que yo no aguanto más con ellos. Porque mira, esta gente viene aquí a joder con...
Lucy!
I know. I want Juicy on here. I've had a chance to meet her and talk to her.
Guest.
I love her. She's wonderful.
Boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Sometime we should have you guys on. Well, you know what? We'll do that in the LMPM group if you want to, if she's more comfortable with that. But and you've shown her, you know, she's talked into the camera before, you know.
If you don't rant in Spanish, it's a waste of knowledge. This is absolutely accurate. So,
Do you want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's spin.
Yeah,
What's going on?
So I went out and I spent a few Patreon bucks, and I don't know if David can find it in the Wheelchair Vans from Liberty Memes fan, but if he clicks on the group photos, he'll find a picture of the bowls that we're raffling off right now.
Oh, exciting!
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Damn it. Okay. Let me...
He sounded like Will Smith.
Órale pues, Alfredo, usted me está pidiendo que hable de otra forma en español, pero sabes que nosotros en la casa hablamos solamente cubano.
This is like we feel like Spanish is actually like your first language now. Like
it is. Well, it is actually. When you're speaking of linguistics, when you talk about first language, second language, your first language, you can have a second language. Spanish is actually my second language, but first language actually refers to the one that you're most fluent in and use the most. And since I was 13 years old, I've spoken mostly Spanish.
There we go. I found it.
Oh, those are Japanese bowls by Emika. And they're
Imagine that with your
beautiful.
chopsticks.
I want those.
Eating some ramen noodles.
Wait,
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Mary, you didn't even see these today?
No, I'm sorry.
Mary's the worst. She
it's been a
doesn't
busy
share any of my
week.
posts.
This is proof to everyone right now that Mary is a certified lurker, everybody.
I didn't. No, I'm not even. No, I know you're doing the thing that he does. You know, like.
Could you imagine living with this guy?
Oh my gosh! No way.
She doesn't share your stuff. She's a lurker.
I am not a lurker.
You
Sometimes I
married a
am.
lurker.
Because of my anxiety, I lurk. But I'm going to say that I didn't see this. And also, I've been very busy. I have 3 children at home.
I have 4. I have 4. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Wait, I can't wait to see you again so I can tip that phone. Boop. Boop.
That's all right. I'm already up on you by knocking a beer out of your
I
hand.
know. I was so bummed out. You were just like.
I was surprised she didn't like just crawl up on your face and just. You almost got Nightmare. The Irish come out.
Yeah. That was very unexpected. That was good.
So we're doing a fun thing with these bowls. I went out and splurged on a few items for giveaways. We're going to have a few days of these, or maybe we'll do one a week. I don't know. But they're helping the causes, and we're giving these away to literally anybody who's donated today between 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yay!
Or maybe a little bit later, maybe around 9, I guess. We cut it off.
It was actually like 9:45.
So pretty much anybody who donated before I came on the stream is eligible to get these bowls. And if it comes up anonymous, that means that we put it back into the pool to give it away another time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's go to the wheel. What are my? Oh, okay, scenes. This is like I'm way out of my element. I mean, not way out.
Mary's anxiety. Let me just drive your anxiety with this. In Africa, you have to go through the forest of bees.
The bees with lasers. Laser bees.
Beans with their freaking heads.
I recommend everybody watch a documentary. 2 documentaries. They're both by the.
Okay. Yeah. I don't. It just gives me anxiety though. Like if I don't want to see people getting hurt. So no one's gonna get hurt on those shows, right? Like I don't want to see that.
All right, you see the wheel I made? I got a van in there.
Oh, Devin went mute when the wheel came up.
Oh, yeah, I muted
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay. Well, he didn't mean to mute you, but
I don't
look
know.
at how pretty this wheel is. This is a beautiful wheel.
Wait, all
It's
those
beautiful.
people have donated to
Yeah.
Manny's cause today?
That's what I've been working on like the whole show until you came on.
Yeah.
Was trying to get
Look
them
at
into a
these-
list.
Look at. Let's just read some of these names really quick.
Yeah, go for it. I gotta talk to you.
Here.
Amy.
Yeah, honey, what's up?
Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah.
just so many awesome people. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Aaron Asbra,
Just
Alexander
like-
Pullen, Alion,
Oh, yeah,
Allison
David
Whitmere,
Smith.
Ammon Walker, Amy Jones, Andrea Byron, Angela Armstrong, Angela Paulivos, Anonymous, Ben Fry. Those are all the A's.
I think it was Pavlovos, but whatever.
That's
Let's
all right.
Go,
I'm-
let's go.
I'm gonna
Spin
shuffle
the
it.
wheel.
You ready?
Spin the wheel. Let's go.
Oh,
Woo.
David says he sees him. Ooh, it's tiny. Gotta really.
Who gets the Japanese bowls?
There you go, Nathan Reasoner.
Nathan Reasoner! Yay!
This is awesome.
Oh my gosh, congratulations to you and thank you for your support. And
If you're here, otherwise,
fans
your name.
from Liberty
You have your
Memes
name.
fans group.
wow, there
All
we
right,
go.
So here's what I'm going to do for you, David, right now.
Remove.
I'm going to drop the link to... I still got you?
Yeah,
Still there?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
So this is
I hear you.
just so Jamie Lynn knows that this is the wheelchair vans from Liberty Memes fans. This is a specific group where people are helping people get wheelchair vans. And so if you want to join that group, I think Dave Dadman's gonna maybe hopefully.
Did we lose him?
I don't know. We might have lost him.
He sounded like he lost us and then he bailed.
But so we'll post a link if you want to join that. But so that is what that's for. And the person Nathan, right, is going to win that. Yep.
Yeah, let me write that
so,
down.
but we still have to do ours.
Yeah, we might do that at the end of the show.
Noah, what's up? No, we're going to do it right now, and then we're going to bring Diego on real quick.
I'm going to
So,
take his name
what's going
and
on,
put it
Noah?
over here.
Man, my brain was like, woo, after all that, Noah.
That might be it. He
You
might
guys the
have
other
just
night.
bailed on us.
Well, you know,
Not-
he's,
yeah, he had-
no, he's good at that. He's good at goodbyes.
He's very good at goodbyes.
I am not good at goodbyes, and those who have been here for the last 3.5 years know that I am very bad at goodbyes.
Hey, Noah, what's up?
Wheelchair vans from Liberty Memes fans. Yes, thank you,
All right,
Denver.
I'm gonna message real quick.
Okay, so we will do our wheel spin. I don't know what Dave has picked out for today, and then we'll pick the movie that we're gonna watch. Man, this whole week just feels weird. I don't know. It's just been busy, you know.
Yeah.
We're rearranging the house a little bit, moving bedrooms, and trying to figure things out. And it's just, yeah, been a lot of moving things around. So
Well, let's do our wheel real quick.
okay, let's do our wheel. There goes
Speaking
your
of
wheel. Speaking of wheels, Dave,
Gosh.
holy shit!
I think there's something missing. Here's my wheel that I'm missing from my chair. So every time I lean to the right, I fall over.
Which you
and
always lean to the right. So why don't you put that wheel on and then just spin the thing around so it's on the left side? You know?
Well, you definitely do want it back.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of somebody wasp in the armpit the other day. What the hell, Mike? What the hell's a wasp doing out? Don't you live in a colder climate?
What did I decide to give away today?
No, Mike. I was thinking Mike Bear. I saw Mike B. I was thinking Mike Bear. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, no, you live in a warm climate, so of course there are wasps. Oh, in your armpit though? Oh
Gross.
gosh, that would hurt. Yeah.
I picked something and I don't think I updated the picture.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
Let me
Dave's
see what I
big
picked.
ass purchase. Got them.
Oh,
cakes.
okay. I can do this.
He's got them cakes, Craig.
Cakes. Where's the prize?
Northwest. Where did the week go? I know it really went by pretty fast. I feel like.
There we go. We're gonna give away the.
I got lost.
Okay.
In a book last night. It was so great. Dave fell asleep super early, and then I put the kids down a little bit later than I meant to, but they still went down just fine. And I was like, I'm gonna read, and I was like, till like 1 a.m, and I'm like, okay, like one more chapter. Okay, one more chapter. It's so good. I love it so much.
So every week we give away a prize to one of our patrons just to say thank you for supporting us for these last 3 years.
Yes!
I think we're on at least.
Yep.
Yep. Encourage us to keep coming back every week, even if we feel like jerks and idiots. And we know that we like to hang out with you, and you like to hang out with us.
Oh my gosh, I drank too much. I'm so dumb. This is the worst.
So this week we're going to give away, where is that? We're going to give away these little headlamps.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think are like super.
Dude, I could have totally.
Yeah, you're grilling in the dark. You don't have to, you got your hands free.
Several times. Just.
You're doing some work. You don't have to yell at your kid to hold the flashlight in the right place.
Local Woman Missing, I think it's called. Local Woman Missing. I'll post it. It's a really good book. I've read a couple of the author's other books. Really, really good. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Our wheel is getting small.
Oh my gosh, you guys! Look at this wheel.
Getting small. Okay, let's go back to the wheel.
Those are great for night hikes. Yes.
Oh, let me get rid
Craig
of that.
says, "Yep."
And then we'll crank it for ours. Yeah.
Okay. No wait. Is Headlamps Almost Daily? Oh yeah.
If you enjoy what you're watching, you want to help encourage us, you can go to patreon.com/Liberty Late Night.
Wear headlamps and then aim them towards the children.
Yeah.
And they come at me and be like,
blind
"What do you want?"
them
And I'm
every
like, "Ah!"
Yeah. Make it uncomfortable.
Okay, but yes, so we've taken off the names of all the folks who have already won. Because I want everyone to win something. So,
if you're a patron, you will eventually win something.
So if you become a new patron, your name will appear on here. If you've already won, I'm sorry. We'll get
back to you.
We'll get back to you.
Eventually, we'll run out of patrons.
This is the wheel right now. Where it's been over a year that we've
Seth
been doing
Davis
this.
laughs.
So, thank you.
Still on there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna spin it. Here we go.
Seth Davis laughs.
We do have 69 patrons, so maybe don't join unless somebody quits. Paul Atreides.
All right.
I can still contact him. I haven't seen from him in a while.
I know. I hope he's doing all right. Does anyone know how he's doing?
he did one of the most memorable streams we've ever done in a closed group. Speaking of 69 patrons.
Dunbar he wants us to send him Worm Dehorser in case, when he wins, he wants the Worm Dehorser.
Oh, good. Okay, Aaron talks to him frequently.
Oh, good. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Craig.
We'll have to get his address.
Aaron, thank you. Yep.
All right, and then we're going to do the other thing. Oh, I got a chat, but let's, where's my button? Oh, yeah, we're going to switch the movie.
Elijah, thank you. Look at that, Elijah. Brap tier. We have 70 now.
Whoa, Brap tier.
Thank you.
Open.
All right, your name will be on there next week then, Elijah. Thank you so much.
Look at that. Just in time. Okay, got to refresh that real quick.
So, can you turn this down? Is this too loud for everybody?
No, I mean,
I saw you pop in. Yes. I know. That's how I feel. I feel like I haven't heard, but apparently, like.
Thanks a lot.
People have heard from him, so that's good.
So every Sunday night on float.app/Liberty Late Night, we do a movie night at 9:30 Eastern.
Are we too low? I feel like we're too low.
No, we're super loud.
Oh, okay.
You see it redlining? Maybe it's just me. I'm redlining.
Okay.
I could be louder. But
we do movie night. We do movie night on Sunday night.
9:30 Eastern on float.app. Come hang out with us.
Yeah. Come hang out with us. We have so much fun. There's on-screen comments from you guys.
Yeah.
Commentary from us.
Us in the corner, like a
just like this,
real
except
faint.
smaller, faint, and then the movie playing. So we're gonna see what movie we're gonna watch on Sunday, 9:30 Eastern. Everything is Eastern, 9:30 Eastern.
Hey!
Oh, I
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked.
We're watching
Yay!
Half-Baked.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, we've only seen it 5 million times, but it's been a while.
The first time I saw it, I was more than half-baked. And sat in the movie theater, front row. That was the only seats left. And it was me and my friend, and we just were like eating Jelly Bellies, like, laughing our asses off. So.
Oh, did he just dip? He did just dip. That's fine.
Say bye, but you know me. Yep. Nope. You're good, David. I need to learn the ways.
All right. Good night, Alfred.
The
Thanks for hanging out.
Yes. Good night, Alfred. Thank you.
All right. I gotta start the next Zoom. Oh, not that one.
Now I need float. Someone remind me. Yes, absolutely. You super duper do. It's so much fun.
Yeah, float's cool.
So, David Dadman Gay has posted the current cause in the comments up here. Please don't Paul got arrested. Yeah, legend, right? I'm keeping that People magazine that says that Bob Saget died. Yeah, it makes me sad.
I saw the one in the grocery store today for Betty White's 100.
What? Oh, what? Are you kidding?
Yeah. No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, you just downloaded the book. Oh my gosh, Susie. Okay, I'm gonna I don't even know what page I'm on or what chapter I'm on. Are you talking about the book I was talking about? Because then we can talk about it. But we can't spoil it for each other. Oh yes, Bob Saget.
We got a new Twitch follower. Please come as following us now. I forgot to do my Spanish, so I'm gonna have to do a Spanish lesson during the stream at some point.
I'm so excited. Yes, I really like that author. I'm very excited. Yay. Now I just want to go upstairs and read. No, I'm excited because I like Diego. We'll hang out, and I love you guys and being here. So I'll read tomorrow. But yeah, I was just like, a couple more pages. Juan says that he met Paul. How are you doing, Juan? By the way.
Hello, Juan.
Hello, Juan.
I love that one.
Where's Trey, baby? Am well. I'm very glad. I'm very, very glad. Yes. So Half Baked guys on Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Hey,
We're
he's
gonna
calling
watch
Domino's.
It.
We had Domino's. Did you tell him that?
I'm calling Domino's. We had Domino's today, actually, for the first time in a long time.
It's better than Papa John's. I don't want to spoil a thing coming up.
I'm so sick of Papa John's, And then every once in a while, like once a year, we're like, do we like Pizza Hut anymore?
Yeah,
it's actually like every 18 months.
Are we connected?
Probably.
Can you hear us? All right, we're good. You ready to come in?
Up, dude?
All right. Let me see. There we go. That's the button.
Oh, he is bathing, relaxing. Oh, okay.
We got Diego.
Whole baked.
It's like I like to introduce you with what you're doing, but what are you up to right now?
That's right here.
Working on the Defend the Guard legislation. I help out the part of.
Sorry.
What's that?
I was losing my source. It took off on me. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so I'm with Bring Our Troops Home. I'm the director of field operations, so I work on the grassroots efforts of finding a bill sponsor, getting it heard, doing all the logistics for committee hearings, grassroots, putting grassroots support to move this forward. And I do work. I'm a part of the Austin RLC here in Texas too. So
that's really important work. That's an incredible bill that work that you're doing. Now, what is Defend the Guard? Just so anybody who doesn't know what's going on right now.
Yeah. So simply what it is, I was going to say, if you haven't heard Dan and Pat's episode, that was fire.
Yeah, and that was we had him on. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just sitting there cheesing so hard. I love those two. So essentially this bill, what it is it's a very 10th Amendment bill. In fact, the 10th Amendment Center is the one that came up with the concept, right? Where we're just using the Constitution to essentially say, according to Article 1, Section 8, Clause 15 in the Constitution, right? That's what gives us the right to say you must make a formal declaration of war if you're going to go to war. But what the Defend the Guard bill does is, because states can't have a say necessarily on what Congress does for the reserves and the regular military.
Yeah.
But the National Guard is the state's militia.
Yeah.
Right. And so before the global war on terror, the National Guard was never sent to go fight overseas. So what this bill does, if passed, is it says the states are not going to be sending their National Guard into combat areas. Right. So that's it.
Yeah.
So it's a really good 10th Amendment bill. It's good because we know, one, Congress sucks. They're not going to do anything. This is a super huge bill. I think that this, along with the COOF rejection bills and stuff like that are really good for, you know, focusing on radical decentralization, right? Because we're not just gonna, you know, we're not gonna get rid of all the state's problems, but if we can localize them, it's a whole lot easier. And I mean, the drama that this bill stirs up. So I just want to say this publicly on a podcast. If one day I get suicided with 2 bullets to the back of the head, I didn't do it. You know
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, so people are getting hot about
So
this.
there's real, like, like not like high school drama. Like,
I mean, seriously, National Guard makes you think that they would stay. It's 2 words: National Guard, the guard the nation. Like, stay here.
Right. Yeah. So we're making traction, and it's a new thing. This is going to be another right to work, another concealed carry, things like, you know, legalizing marijuana, things like that. It's just a fight, and it's like slowly, but then almost immediately, right? It's just like we have some really good stuff that I've been seeing, where, you know, I think a lot of the January 6th polarization really did a number. In Kentucky, they filed this bill, and it's got one of the most gangster liberty people in the state supporting it. So Savannah Maddox is, she's co-sponsored it. Mark Hart put it forward, but she's the legislator that, as a freshman, got concealed carry passed in Kentucky, as well as a free speech bill. So she is a gangster. Nice. In fact, in Kentucky, they call her part of the hillbilly mafia. Like, that's how gangster.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love it's my nicotine.
We're looking at probably over 40 states that are going to file this bill. So
that's a lot of states.
Because so Dadman says, what states have adopted Defend the Guard?
No, you said none have adopted yet.
No, so they're just starting to file now. Like, for the most part in the past year, that's like, we went, it was forever. It was just Pat McGeehan, you know, just essentially filing this thing and fighting for it. Yeah. And then, you know, as of last year, we had 31 states that filed it. And then now we're looking at 40 plus.
That's great.
Right? Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
With like, we just had Dunn Hoffines, who's probably the better candidate for Texas gubernatorial race. He just endorses. And then so we put out something like that, and then Joe Kent endorses this too. So it's just blown up. Joe Kent is the congressional candidate out of Washington, who was Special Forces and is also a Gold Star husband, which means he lost his wife in war. So when people like this are endorsing these kind of bills, you know, and they're both Republicans, so it's not like they're like some blue-haired, you know, kind of people.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, I was taking a sip.
That's right.
It's a fight, and there's really cool stuff too. Like on Substack, they did a really cool article that you can find on the website about all the drama between Liz Cheney threatening to pull C-130s out of the state of Wyoming, Ben Adams getting the bill, you know, the committee chairman killing the bill, even after it passed. So it was really interesting too, because so they brought it up to a vote to get a filing number for the bill. It passes. The speaker rejects it. He says, no, it failed. I heard it. And it's like, so I brought up the audio. So I send it out to my buddy who does like TV shows and stuff back home in like New York. And he brought up the audio for me, and then we played it on Boise radio for everybody to hear that guy lied. But what's worse is he said it failed. So they said, you know, they looked at him like he was crazy. So the legislator said, no, let's just do a recorded vote. This way we got receipts and we can pass it out of committee, get it filed. He goes, no, because it failed the voice vote. So he killed the bill just like that, ran out of the room just like that. And so
politics, normal politics.
Yeah. So it's like the scummiest of things just happened. You know, generals showing up to testify against us, saying things like, I can't believe these men are afraid of their certain. It's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like the CEO of Walmart. You're not a real person. You're not fighting or dying in these wars. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
It's like telling the bag man that he's the CEO. It's like, we're not the same thing, my man. You know, like the guy who boxes stuff at Amazon is not Jeff Bezos. you know?
Right. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
quite a different perspective.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
wheel keeps
I'm
falling.
sorry. Dave's
This is
chair
throwing me
lost
way
a
off.
wheel, and so he's.
Every few minutes, I almost die.
Oh no. Dude,
Brooke says.
don't let me be the one that's on when you die. I can't live with that.
Brooke says that very similar scenarios happened in Kentucky. It's insane. And she said she was also doing stuff in Kentucky, and the people there, it's a ton of fun. She said a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's been interesting. You know, like I flew out to Kentucky. I spoke with the legislators. We have a Senate companion bill as well, so we have it filed. We have really good results from support. So if we can keep that true, I think we can do this. And I think the one thing that's changed is that, so in Maine, we got a resolution passed from the American Legion where they made this a part of their state platform. It was a resolution supporting the Defend the Guard Act. The difference now is that when they hear this bill, they now have to not just vote against the legislator, not just vote against bring our troops home, they have to vote against the American Legion. So
Those are pretty big. Yeah.
That's not a vote you want to take.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's a pretty big club.
So when the legislator heard this out in Kentucky, he's like, well, who cares if the adjutant general doesn't like it? Right? We got to support our vets. And I was like, is this happening? so cool.
That is so rad. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go fight overseas, take the people who agreed to fight overseas. The National Guard are people that agreed to defend our nation here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I mean, if you're going to make the constitutional argument, which we all know, right? All of us are just, ANCAPs, but
It's only fun when you see results. Sorry, Brooke. It's a lot of work. It's only fun when you see results. I'm sorry. I just saw the having fun part.
no, it's cool. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. So now that we have that, it's like Scott Horton says, he goes, I got what Joe Biden's got,
Oh shit. Oh my gosh. I'm going to use that on my kids. They'll understand it
it's
too.
hilarious.
Like, oh, Mama's having a Joe Biden moment here. Oh man.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That's hilarious.
I'm so pumped. Yeah, that's me. When he said that, I nearly like spit and like snot rocketed.
Yeah.
And we gotta have
all at the same time.
we gotta have Scott Horton on. I heard he'll do any show, so maybe he'll come on here.
Oh my gosh, he'll do any show. That would be so much fun.
He just loves to rant against warmongers too. Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Admin's going wild in those chats.
Oh
Yeah,
yep.
I see you, boo. I've been zucked, so I can't even go on Facebook to watch this stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what are you doing now with being zucked? Then how else are you reaching out, and what other platforms are you
using social media, or are you out in the real world?
Just go out to the real world.
I have Instagram, and then I when I'm home here on, like, let's say Friday, I'll turn on Float to watch you guys, but I don't like go on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Cause
thanks for hanging out with us.
Like I'm subscribed to one channel on the entire thing, and it's you guys.
Oh,
if I do get it on this to watch it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I've been zucked out of existence, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's way fucking better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, life is better. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a whole
Aaron
different.
says, imagine getting zucked. Yeah, he got his whole everything removed. Hey Firestone, how you doing? It's people. It happens.
Probably. I mean, if you go out in the world, it's like you forget about like all this stuff you're supposed to be angry and upset and offended about, and you just go live life. Yeah.
Yeah, and like there's plenty of shit that I'm upset about.
Right.
But now you can go out and actually do something about it, just rather than just argue with internet trolls and.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like that's a thing too that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because like I know that last time, like I know Dan and Pat just crushed it, and people they really liked it, and especially playing that speech at the end. Ooh, that's fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I laid an egg the first time I saw that video. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my god.
Ah.
Yeah. So, But what's really cool is that we're trying to focus too on going to American Legions that represent the state, or at least your local county American Legion, VFW. Explain this bill or link me in to explain the bill. I will go talk to them over the phone, right? And make the case that they should support this resolution adopted on a statewide level. Because if I can start to get states that are lining up and supporting this bill, and I think they will, because the only people who are ever against this are the people who have political and financial incentives not to do this.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right? Everybody that has to fight a war or has fought one, against it. Or I should say for the bill against war. So if they start doing this in these states, then I can go to the national office over at the American Legion, and I have people there who've already said they will help lobby to make this a part of their national platform.
Wow.
Now, so if I say I got Texas, I got Maine, I got Florida, I got Jersey, whatever it is, right? This passes as a part of them. Then now I can say, now you're voting against the veterans. And if they still vote against it, we know who to go after. Right?
Yep.
So we can say next time when it's election season, we can start calling their constituents and be like, hey, do you know that your state rep does not support the military? Does not support our veterans? Does not support the Constitution? Right? Or Democrat, we just start saying they're pro-war.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got those options, yeah.
Now what do you got?
Right.
Yeah. So it's a great tactic, and we have a lot of fun with this stuff too, man. It's so much fun, But it's like real deal, horrifying stuff that they do, because politics is horrific.
Oh my! I cannot even. Honest. That's a power move.
In the
power
chats,
move. Brooke says that's a power move.
In the chats, I'm posting our interview with Dan.
Oh my gosh! Look at that's a bad screenshot of me. Well, I guess I've seen worse. I've seen worse spots where YouTube or Facebook has decided to stop the video,
with
and
Pat
I'm
and Dan,
yeah. How long ago was that?
10 months ago.
Oh my gosh, where's time going? I don't know. That's almost a whole entire year. Yeah, jeez. How's the new year been treating you, Diego?
It's pretty exciting so far. I mean,
Yeah.
The stuff that's popping off in Kentucky, that's super exciting. Just things are popping off now. We filed in the House and Senate in Kansas. So in the Senate, they sent the adjutant generals like little bitch over to come kill this bill and say that, well, there is a threat that, the federal government can take away their funding. So they just throw that at the lawmakers and they go, I don't want to be responsible for losing funding. But then we could just go back to the Pat McGeehan point where it's like, okay, when they come home in a box with a flag, you tell them it was about funding. It
was about
funding.
And you said that earlier about them pulling production of military equipment out of the areas where they don't comply. They don't play ball. Suddenly, it's not just pulling funding, but it's pulling people's jobs out of the area. They are very underhanded, and that's some nasty stuff there.
Yeah, they're willing to do whatever just to threaten it. And here's the thing: if they really did do it, that is political suicide, because they don't want to be the guys that cost the funding.
Yeah.
Right. So if they actually did pull this stuff, right, and I believe there's only a handful of people that would just risk all to do this. One of them was Liz Cheney.
Yeah.
So I do think that she might have been sincere. But she also took my friend down over by Congress, down to some bunker in the basement with some Pentagon officials, and told them, we are never getting out of these wars. Never. So I think she means it, right?
Yeah.
And she benefits from
I
it.
believe it, yeah. I
Right.
hate the benefiting of war and death of people.
Yeah.
I just, see, now I'm getting all pissed off. Sometimes I wake up and I think in the middle of the night, I'm like, fucking governments.
I mean, there is a white pill that conservatives now are pushing America First policies. They're sick that they got politicized on January 6th. They're also, I forgot to mention, but in Kentucky, they put it. There's like a little amendment, right, that says, so because of the January 6th deployments, they were over there for like months, and they still haven't been paid or reimbursed for sending the National Guard. So the National Guard worked for free, essentially. And so the bill here says that, so even if it passes, congressional declaration of war, if the federal government owes the state government money, we don't have to go.
Oh.
I like that.
So, and this is conservative.
Like, you pay me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's
I
a
mean,
step
for
in the right
whatever
direction.
reason-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these are like Chad conservatives and some liberty Republicans that are putting this forward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yep. Now Brooke wants to know where that we all can go to read about this and keep.
Oh,
up,
yeah, links to
keep
help
up
support
date.
and-
so
yeah.
to find out what's
Or
happening,
maybe even help.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So the one big thing that you can do is you can talk to your legislator. You can tell them, hey, I want you to file this bill. You can also check on defendtheguard.us. That's where we have the map of everybody that's filed. You can also have my personal contact info that I don't know how to put it in the chat, but anybody's feel free to text me because I really do want to work myself out of a job.
Yes.
Weird.
That's
And
the
so,
goal of every leader.
And so
That's awesome.
I'll help you. I can send you the resolution over email of what Maine put forward. Because if you talk to your American Legion, like, you know, let's say your pops or something like that, you know, knows a guy over there that works in this one and this one and that one, and you can coordinate, get some leads, right? Make some introductions. I'll personally talk to whomever, get this thing put forward, and just the conversation that you might have had, that probably took 10-minute drive or a phone call, and they said okay, and that led to another lead, and a month later, this is a resolution now in your state.
Man.
Now you have something to clap back to these legislators.
It's like I need like.
Dude, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yeah, seriously.
I mean, you're putting in work. You're like, you care, man. That's great.
David.
Yeah, I mean, this is the most liberty thing, right? Is anti-war.
Yeah.
Right.
David Gay says that I'm actually super pissed off right now, having learned that the National Guard still hasn't been paid for their deployment to the Capitol over a year ago. I just want to know, like, how do I, someone who's
Mike,
not,
thanks for hanging out.
Good night, Mike. How can I talk to somebody? Like, I've never been there. Like, I don't know. Like, what can I say, like, to
So it's as
spark
easy
a
as
conversation, or
it's as easy as a Google search. Now, I want to remind people that these are old people, so you might have to call a couple times depending on who's in charge of what.
Oh my gosh, they're old people. Yes.
Yeah,
What's that?
they're all old.
Yeah, you got to think of them. They're not hip. They're not up to date. You got to call them on the
my
phone.
gosh,
Maybe write them a letter.
Oh, I could. Yeah.
Or just show up. They get super excited when anyone
Love you guys,
under
Mike.
60 shows up. They're like, "What the fuck? Look at this spring chicken." So
I shouldn't be too
I call
hyper.
them.
I shouldn't be too hyper.
You don't want to scare them.
I don't want to scare them off. I'm like, hey guys, guess what? I'm super excited. No, but I need like help, like talk. You know, when I'm talking to people about
Google
stuff.
one in your area, right? So I would just Google one in your area,
Okay.
drag to it, find out when they're open, go talk to them about this, or at least make the connection. I'll talk to them. So just say, hey, there's a really good pro-military, pro-veteran, pro-constitution bill that's being heard. It's very much in support of you guys. I think you'd benefit from having heard it. Can I link you in with my friend? And I will say yes.
And this is a local what is it called?
Yeah.
The VFW.
Right, because then we can go to the next one.
Oh, I
And
thought
then
you were
so-
talking about politicians.
No,
I lost track of the conversation.
No, but it's right. It's right down.
Yeah, we got tons of them.
yeah,
They're all over the place.
All over the place, like right down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go, you see that there's cars there, you just pull up and say, hey, I'd like to talk to the commander, right? Like I just did this today in Maryland, in Annapolis. I was like, hey, I'd like to talk to the commander. Immediately you put me forward with the lobbyists that they have in the area. So now it's possible that, within the next few weeks, Maryland puts this forward. He said he liked it, right? So it took 10 minutes on the phone.
Yeah.
That's great.
And now, the capital of Maryland is essentially, for it. So this is huge because that signals to the rest of the state as well.
Yes.
And
Yep.
it's just as easy as that.
Is there a time frame that you're working on? Is there like it has to be by a certain time, or
No, I would probably move with a sense of urgency so the people watching this, like, you don't know, but you can actually affect change. I'm telling you, this is a legit punching, like, you can legit hurt politicians by getting this approved through the VFW, the American Legion. So the ACLU has supported us in West Virginia. So if you want to go to blue states, get the ACLU to endorse this bill. They already have. So there's no reason why they wouldn't do it again in another state, right? Start to get institutional and organizational support, and you hit them from wherever they're coming from. If they're left, you hit them with doesn't support the ACLU. If they're right, you hit them with doesn't support the military, doesn't support veterans, doesn't
there
support
you go.
the Constitution.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And I feel like this is so like under the radar. Like by the time it hits the politicians, it's already got a lot of support from the people that they're scared of. The people who control the voting blocks.
This is Dalton back in the day. Brooke says grassroots movements don't grow without grunt workers. And it's just talking, calling, emailing, and letter writing. And Dadman always talks about how, like, pre-Facebook, like, what you did, like,
you
before
got out
there
there
was,
and
like,
knocked
that
on doors
social
and
media, like, thing. And I feel like getting back to that, and, like, what you're saying is, like, going to your local place, if everyone just
and plus, I want to join
to,
some of these clubs because they have great dinner deals, good drink prices.
Oh, I would love that. Do date night there, Dave? Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Keeps the riffraff out.
I used to bartend at a VFW. That was exciting.
Was it?
Yeah,
oh
you
my
got to
gosh.
know how to make it Manhattan,
Oh,
right?
wait, no. Tell me about bartending at a VFW.
Oh, 'cause you did.
I bartended. I was a waitress at like an old like at a club, like at one of those clubs, and it was. So tell me your experience.
I try to make it nice, so like I would make my own syrups and liqueurs and stuff like that to try to make them feel better. But at the same time, all I wanted was, a Coors or, funny enough, a lot of non-alcoholic beers get drank inside of VFWs.
Really?
Really? Okay.
Oh, maybe people who used to have a
I
problem.
can believe that. Yeah.
Right.
Look at Aaron says he used to play there a lot with his band.
I like playing shows at the VFW. Yeah. So some of them, they're just crazy and they're fun and they have great stories. Some just want to sit there and be a wallflower.
Yeah.
But
So wait,
not the most
we can't become a part of that, can we? We were never the VFW, like
Maybe
it's
not that,
something
but there's like the Sunflower.
I'd
Club.
actually, we could go to those clubs, but I would love to kind of get in. I want to hear stories from people.
Oh.
We've
The good stories they don't want to tell.
No, but we have had, and thanks a lot to you, Diego, and Dadman, and Celeste, and then we met Juan through our group, and he shared his experiences being in the service.
With the Navy and stuff.
We have met a lot of people through this show who have been there and been serving, and I've not ever. And but to hear their stories and hear their pain and hear how they come back and what life is like after,
Life after
and it's like, I'm grateful that they share. I want to hear it. I really do. But it's like, that is some shit. That is some heavy shit y'all go through, Seriously. Like,
it's horrible. It's war. It's the worst thing a government can do is kill people. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much up there.
And that's the best thing they do.
And that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. Because it makes them
that's
some
the
money.
only thing they're good at. Yep. Well, it's the monopoly on violence, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, it is that. It's horrible.
David,
but
yes,
there's
I love
fun
her.
stuff. You can have fun with this too, guys. So, let me give you an example of what I did in Texas with Alan West. It cracks me the fuck up. Because he was on Timcast. You know the show, right?
Yeah.
But he was on, and it just so happened that, and there's a clip of this on Bring Our Troops Home on YouTube, where he endorses the bill, right? So that's the punchline, but it's funny how I got there. He asked a question about the log cabin Republicans and why did the GOP of Texas reject the log cabin Republicans? Well, the log cabin Republicans are the gay Republicans, right?
Yeah.
So, he says, because in our party platform, it says that marriage is specifically between a man and a woman. And if you don't support the entirety of the GOP platform, you're undermining the GOP, period. Okay, right? That's his answer. I don't like it, but whatever. The next question is, it says, Diego Rivera asks, Colonel Allen West, I myself support the Defend of the Guard legislation, and 31 other states have filed it in support. Do you support the Defend the Guard Act? Now, here's the funny thing. Part of the Texas GOP party platform, number 302, is the Defend the Guard Act. So, if he says no on this, then we can hit him with what then, so you're being a hypocrite on the log cabins. But if he wants to stay consistent, he has to say yes. So what do? We clipped it, we put out a press release, and we send it to legislators that says the GOP chairman supports Defend the Guard. It's like, you can have fun like that.
Sure.
Played 3D chess.
Look at all. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It cost $100, but it's probably the most fun I've ever had with $100. Those two questions next to each other. It was like, whatever. It's worth the super chat, right? To just see the press release. By the way, all of this is up on bringourtroopshome.us and our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So,
I want to make sure we get the links and everything for
yeah,
it.
and so like on Twitter, we've been getting a lot of love from like people at YAL, other liberty organizations. I know Scott Horton constantly is putting us out there, so we're putting some breakout clips and stuff. Like we've had at least 4 articles this week written about the Defend the Guard legislation. NPR, all these people are talking about it. So.
Well, good that people are talking about it.
That's
huge.
That's huge.
Good. That is, yes. We love you, Joel and Shenandoah. They're expecting a baby in like 7 weeks. I'm excited for them.
Oh, man.
A brand new
Get ready.
First baby. Diego, I have to ask, what does a day for you look like? Honest to goodness. Like, you wake up and then, like, what?
I check docs, I check my emails, I call legislators, I figure out, I work grassroots, so a lot of that is checking 5-column analysis, which is like, just think of 5 columns, double negative, neutral, positive, and positive, or double positive. And then you want to figure out where the committee sits on this bill. Are they positive on it? Yeah. In Kentucky, they are, right? In other states, they're not. And then so it's figuring out, well, how do I move the negatives to neutral and the neutrals to the positive? And then that's where you have to get creative, figure out what you need to do to either convince them or hurt them, right? And so that's work there. Then if it goes to the House for a vote, whipping votes. And so you're constantly on Zoom with activists, with legislators, explaining and stuff, making the case for it. And a lot of the times it's teaching like grassroots confrontational politics.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I'm not good with that.
Yeah. I think it's great because I hate politicians. So it makes my day. Like when they're miserable,
you're going to let me get confrontational with you. Fantastic.
They're the worst. So, bring it.
They're the scum of the earth.
Politics Fight Club.
Let's go. And so, like, they're dumb as sin, too. So they're either or evil and stupid, right? So it's one, but maybe both.
Maybe.
Right?
And or. Yeah. And or.
Yeah. And or. Yeah. So they're dumb and they're evil and, screw them. So it's great. Because, like, here, I'll show you guys. Like, this is what I get to look at every day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got busts.
What?
Yeah.
I see Ron. Who's that other guy?
That's Ludwig von Mises.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that guy. Well, not personally, but
definitely motivational.
Not personally.
I heard of him.
Yeah. Austrian guy.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So I mean, I have the
So
these
you're,
guys here.
yeah, like pumping you up, man. Yeah, to go do this, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
a lot
man.
of traveling too. That part sucks. But
does it? I mean, the traveling. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got kicked off of flights before.
Why? What?
I've had. Yeah, well, I had my mask down, and the lady just kicked me off the flight.
Oh.
Sometimes it's taken 3 days to get to my destination. Like when I was doing stuff to help Dadman out
in New York City.
New York City.
Yep.
It took 3 days to get there. Like we were supposed to like go hang out, do fun stuff. Instead, I get there the night before the protest, and it's like, well, shit, you know?
Yep. Hi, John Finney.
So
I remember that happening. I remember, you're like, wait, I'm still sitting here. I could have gotten a car and driven there from Texas to New York City myself.
So it's like, flights get canceled all the time. The staff shortages.
Still cuddled, he says. You guys still cuddled.
We did.
We did. He was super like, we totally
It wouldn't be a Liberty Memes hangout without some cuddling.
Some cuddling.
Maybe some spooning.
Yeah.
It felt like being a little kid though, because it was like we just stayed up till like 4 a.m. just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And it's like when you have like a sibling and you just stay up all night asking each other like dumb questions.
Yeah.
You know?
You already know
That's
the answer to.
Like.
I love that though. And I love that we've all gotten to be connected. I'm so glad because Dadman did introduce us to you, and he mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, man, this community that he built.
I was like, oh my gosh, we love Diego. And Dadman's like, oh, you don't like me anymore? And I'm like, no, I love all of you guys, you know? Like, but this is so great because you've been on here several times, and we enjoy chatting with you.
And we always have something different to talk about every time. You're always doing something wild.
You are like really driven. I feel like you wake up and you're like Dadman. You're just like, and here we are.
How can I make a better tomorrow?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I work with really cool people. You know, like they really help, and I get to see them. And it's really just about the movement and a lot of the people in it. You know, it's politics. So sometimes the people that you have in your corner are all you've got.
Yep.
It's the only thing that you can count on. So, you know, when I fly to Kentucky, I get to see my buddy TJ Roberts, right? That's fun. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
so, like, I go to Florida, I can see a bunch of people that are working on races down there, and they're having fun, and it's cool to just link up, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then to hang out with people in real life that agree with you.
Yeah. Oh my
gosh. Because most of the time on the internet, I'm like, blah, I'm hanging out with all my friends, and then I go to work and I'm just like, everybody just stay away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Like, because there's like a couple people I'm like,
it's true,
you're pretty cool.
Getting
the rest of you guys
to
get
be
away.
around people who share the same vision for the future, you know, as you do, it feels good. And we have gotten a chance to meet some of our Liberty friends, and it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I
and
know
a lot
I'm
of time
not
you
alone
don't have
because
to
I see
talk.
you guys here, but like to be like in person, to hug someone and be like, yes.
And you don't have to talk politics because we agree.
We totally agree. So let's talk about other things. Yeah. Dadman says the Liberty movement is not a passive hobby. And that's true. Yeah. Yep.
No, you should be invested in it because, like, hey, you know, like we're not winning. You know what I mean? No. We're not losing either.
Yeah, we're just trying to slow it down a little bit.
Right. So, like, I take Malice's thing, and it's not. No, we're not winning, but at the same time, we're not losing either. It's that we just got started. You know, it's like, you know, for Ron Paulers and stuff. You know, they just like did what? Like spray painted signs. You know? But now
I did
we
that.
We might have been a little bit a part of that.
We spray painted some signs. We stood on the side of the highway.
On the side of the highway, you know.
Google Ron Paul.
2012, you know, there was, you know, what I mean.
But that was exhilarating.
It was the feeling of knowing that there could be something different, you know.
Right. So it's like it's cool, but like for example, lawn signs don't win elections, right? So it's like now we know how, right? We know that knocking doors, and I think like a couple times ago, I had some of the door knockers. I was at the campaign house with them, and like these guys are absolute
yep. Oh my
Like,
gosh,
oh, yeah.
that was the first time we met you, and
I remember that. All the people on.
and all the people came on, and you're like, and this guy, and this
You're
girl,
doing
and this
shit
person,
back
and that
then.
person,
Yeah.
and you know, and they're just like, yeah. They're like, okay,
Yeah,
we need
and
to
so-
get to sleep because they're gonna get up early and knock on doors.
Yeah, and what's funny about that is that once the campaign's wrapped up, everybody's scattered across the countries and stuff like that. So when it stopped, we all met up and did like a post-election like breather. We were just like, okay, we're gonna have fun now. We're gonna have fun,
Yeah.
right? So that was cool, but it's like those people make it worth it because like they're people that I've personally brought on, or other people that I've trained have brought them on into the movement.
Yep.
And now they're leaders. They're
They're on
grassroots
fire. Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
one
Yep.
teach one duplication, and
Yep.
that's
And having people on fire like
Yes.
that is, each one teach
Yeah,
one.
and that's the shitty side about politics too, is that everybody wants credit rather than creating leaders to make more. Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
that was for the chat.
Juan.
Yeah, actually
But yeah,
tonight
that's-
I went with the
You went
potato
straight-
vodka,
straight
Polish
Polish.
potato vodka. It's actually pretty good.
really
Yeah, it's good
smooth.
flavor.
It's good.
It was
Yeah,
on
yeah,
sale.
yeah.
I'm cheap, but it's good stuff.
So Teresa wants to know, what is the best way to spread the message without actually having to talk to people? You already
Oh
know
yeah,
this
so
card
for the
detail.
introverts.
For the folks who, there are people out there who don't.
It's actually
feel
us,
comfortable
which
or
is
want
weird
to.
that we do a show every week where we're like
Yeah.
put our faces out on the
Like,
internet, but we're like, I don't want
like
to
I
talk.
see people and I'm like, I want to talk to you. Like in real life, you know, I'm like, I want to say something, but like, how do I talk to this lady at the
Yeah,
store?
so-
you know,
So
I've
if
got
I
3
have to
kids
do
with me.
like a day trip, it normally takes
Nope.
like 3 days. Like I
Means-
fly out a day before. I fly in, I do the thing the next day, and then I fly out. So it's 3 days of people, and I'm very introverted. So
Are you?
I don't believe that.
Shut
I don't believe
up!
that.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just from Jersey, so I just don't take shit. That's
Oh.
all. But I
Oh.
have to defrag. Yeah, like I have to
Okay.
take like.
Oh,
you know, half
you're
a
like
day afterwards.
Oh, okay. So
you're like
you,
result
okay.
oriented. He's just
All
like
right.
doing it.
But wait, so after you're with people and talking to people, do you need to take time off to just like
At least till like, you know, like maybe I'll start at noon.
okay,
Just to be like, I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to call anybody.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like if, you know,
You have to
like
take
it's
that
fun
time.
to talk to you guys, but not random people.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate the phone. Do you know how many phone calls I'm avoiding right now? Just like you don't even want to know the phone calls I'm avoiding.
I'm kind of nervous right now.
No.
This is my
It's just
stay-at-home
like-
mom, take care of the kids.
No,
That's
no,
what
but
we got.
oh gosh. Well, since COVID, I'm like, I'm not taking my kids in for any kind of fucking like regular checkup. Hell no, because why would I? Like,
up, Dylan?
no, we're not. They're fine. They do not need to go to the doctors.
Yeah,
I'm all of a
that's fine.
sudden like very like we do not need to go there for anything.
I saw a comment about. I saw a comment about something in Frankfurt. I was kind of interested to see what that said, but it
Oh, that
went
was-
away.
yeah, I'll read it for you, 'cause
It's a
it was Brooke.
problem.
5 years ago, before I was libertarian, I was going to Frankfurt over vaccine mandates and home birth midwives. Right now, I have a friend trying to end the state mandate on fluoridate water and instead leave it up to the counties. There's so many liberty-oriented subjects that most people don't ever give a thought to.
Yeah,
Brooke-
100%.
Yeah.
She's an
Yeah.
activist.
And so,
I
well,
have
if she
to
wants
pee.
to go to Frankfurt and
I'm gonna
talk
be
to the
right back. I'm
legislators
gonna
on
be
this
right back.
bill, that'd be
Don't
great.
leave. I have
All right,
to
you're-
pee. I just have to run up.
Diego, you're going to have to carry the
Sorry.
show because Mary's
No.
leaving.
I got you. I don't know if I can fill those shoes. Those are big shoes.
I know,
but
she's
I will
such a good
try.
conversationalist.
I know. She's so good. Like, this is always fun. It's like, yeah, I get to do it.
It's like, and I need her to like carry the space until I have something to actually say, and then I feel like I added, and it's usually okay, but otherwise it would
Yeah.
just be like 10 minutes of dead air until I think of something.
Yeah, you're just like, hey guys, what's up?
That's pretty much how it
Yeah,
is.
no. Yeah, no, I totally get that because sometimes I'm like, shit, I don't know what to say. But then it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't have to think about it too hard because, like, there's so much shit that, like, this is, like, for example, this is my 5th Zoom call today. Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
And, like, probably I've taken about 20 calls, right? So, for example, the bill's being heard in Maryland. So if anybody from Maryland and you want to show up to support,
Oh, here we go.
You can do that. It's being heard on the 8th at 3 p.m. at the State and Federal Committee in Maryland. So talking with the people who are going to be testifying, getting on Zoom calls, figuring out how to get everybody registered. Then we had a problem where they legit turned down the guy who runs Vets for Peace, who's a combat vet with a Purple Heart, who's a National Guardsman from Maryland, and they turned him down today. So now we're trying to figure out what do we have to do to get this guy heard, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm testifying, but it's like, yeah, I'm a combat vet, but that guy lives in Maryland, has a Purple Heart. Like, someone should hear him out.
Yeah.
So it's like that stuff happens. Then Kansas is going down, so I had to kind of teach them a little bit about grassroots politics because, like, you know, they're liberty, but they don't really know how to be, like, you know, effective, which is like work smart and then also hard.
Yeah.
But you're gonna work twice as hard if you're working dumb. Right?
Yeah, if you want to get something accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can definitely spin your wheels and then you'll get burnt out and then you won't want to do anything, right? And so it's better to be effective because, you know, getting stuff to move forward.
Yeah, you need results to keep the fire going.
Yeah, so Aaron, if you know anybody in Kansas and you want to whip up some stuff, I would definitely reach out to the American Legion, see if they can put this forward, right? Because if we can make this a thing in Kansas, like, so for example, like I said, the Kansas, you know, adjutant general sent down a major to talk about federal spending and stuff like that. So now we've got it filed in the House as well. So when it goes up for committee, getting people from Kansas to testify. This is something where, like, if you're from Kansas, help me out, testify. If you're a combat veteran, if you're, you know, a wife of anybody who's deployed, if you work for an organization that can speak on behalf of this, like, if we can stack it like we did in Texas, we brought the House down. So the day that we testified for Defend the Guard, we were scheduled 20 minutes, right, to talk, everybody. I got a little heated. You can see this on YouTube because, I mean, the defense chairman literally described foreign policy like this. He goes, so, but isn't it that the good guys go here and go bang, 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 so that the bad guys don't come over here and go bang, bang, bang?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is we got to beat them over there so they don't come over here.
Hate that argument.
So it's a George W. Bush 2003 version of understanding foreign policy.
They're going to get on their sailboats and come over here.
Oh, my dad said that to me one time. Like, I'd rather fight him over there than over here. And I'm like,
no, let him come over.
I'm like,
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. So I lost my shit, but either way,
I lost my shit. I want to see it. Oh my gosh.
it's on YouTube. It's a disaster because, like, you know, they were saying stuff like, well, we need uniformity in the military, so that's why we need to send the National Guard with the Army. And it's like, fuck your uniformity, right? Yeah. And they're like, sir, you can't curse. And I was like, oh, fuck yourself. You know?
Fuck you, I can't fucking curse.
Now I want to see this even more.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need a link so I can watch this.
Just look up Bring Our Troops Home on YouTube. That's it.
Okay.
I'm on their page on YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Teresa says 100% ready for us to stay the F out of everyone's business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my heart can't handle much more of this. Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool because we had people we had Yao there. I testified as just a combat veteran so that we had more institutional support. So we had Yao there. We had Bring Our Troops Home with Dan. We had Louis Larada, who's a gangster, who's the one that introduced GOP party platform 302, which is Defend the Guard. We had Matthew Ho, who's the Obama surge whistleblower.
Ooh.
We had Brian Sharp, who's a West Point professor, who was literally given his commission by George W. Bush.
Oh my gosh.
And he's testifying against this super gentleman, super proper. everything I wasn't, you know. So it was really nice. We had a random VFW guy that was sitting in that committee, never heard about this, heard about it, randomly decided to testify for the bill. So, and at the Capitol this day, right, they were hearing the Breonna Taylor bill? They were hearing constitutional carry, so the press was everywhere. But at the end of the day, people were texting me going, holy shit, we heard you're in the House. What the hell happened? Like from different gun orgs,
Yes.
like different things like that are just like, oh my God, we heard. So it's like, it's wild.
Yeah.
So you can do this in your state, right? At least if they're going to fuck you, tell them to suck a dick, right?
Yeah.
Go in there and be like, you're not killing my brothers.
Yeah.
You're not killing my brothers. Like, stop sending these kids to their death.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop. And at
Stop,
least if
yeah.
they don't, you at least got to tell them,
Fuck you. Yep.
right? And maybe do it smart. Just make an argument. Say, hey, I'm the wife of a combat veteran. You don't have to deal with this, right? But you don't know what you've done to him. And at least now, maybe they can't sleep at night, which is okay, right? But this is, like I said, right to work, con carry, that type of stuff is where it just has to happen. And then this is when, you know, I'll probably get Hillary Clinton or something like that, but
No,
Yeah.
you can't. You can't.
yeah, but I'll take it. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like, still got it, you know?
So you're a happy guy, right? You enjoy
he already
life.
said he
Um,
is.
I-
Just reiterate it one more time for everybody, so we know that you're a happy person who likes life and enjoys getting up. In
I
the
am a
morning,
very
right?
happy person. I mean, that's not how people describe me, but I don't want to die.
Yeah, there you go. There you,
You
go.
got work to do.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. See. Oh, yeah. I might not be
I wanna
super
live.
happy, but I want to live. But he has work to do, and he wants to keep doing work, and he wants this to happen so that he can move on to the next thing, and move
Right.
on to the next thing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know,
Teresa,
I don't know.
my kid,
Oh.
Afghan vet, doesn't want to fight anymore. Let them fight their own fights.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
right? So these are the arguments that, like, we can be making in committee. We can do written testimonies. Like, I can put up a link, and you can register, and you can testify in your capital, and you can make an argument. Like, why wouldn't you want to do it? Like, trust me, if the defense chairman in probably the biggest, like, military state thinks that foreign policy is bang, 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 trust me, you can do some education. Trust me. You know more than them, right? Like, he didn't know what an AUMF was. And so that's an authorization to use of military force.
I almost knew what that was.
Oh, yeah. I could put that together.
I could have. Yeah, I could have. From my other knowledge.
Yes, I can piece it
And
together.
that's the thing that Congress
but
doesn't.
shouldn't that
And
guy know?
Congress
Like-
doesn't do anymore. They give it to the executive and they say, you go ahead and do
yeah,
that.
and they're like, okay, let's do this.
Because
thing.
I don't want
Yeah.
that on my voting record.
Right. And so what's funny is that the Congress that put forward and signed the AUMF to essentially it's a blank check with no geographical constraints. It's got no fiscal constraints, and it's just to fight terrorism. Right.
Yeah.
So
The war on terror.
85% of Congress that was in are no longer in now. But we're still using it to kill people. Like Soleimani, the Iranian general, was killed with that same AUMF.
Yeah.
So it's like ridiculous.
That was
right?
the one that just happened,
Now-
right? Yeah.
The one last year.
Oh, last year. Okay. They just did
Yeah,
another
no,
one.
I think you're
Did they do
I
one?
think you're thinking about the Kabul airstrike that killed the family.
Yeah.
That they lied about. They said it was terrorists.
It was like mostly women and children, and then like one guy they wanted to get. Okay.
No, he was actually an aide to the American government.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is why I can't know these things.
It's the CIA fighting the NSA. Like
Fighting all. It's the government.
Yeah.
In the
it's
Middle
our
East.
government fighting our
So-
government.
In the Middle East.
In the Middle East.
Yeah.
Not
And,
our. I'm
like-
not comrade, but it's the U.S. government. Sorry, U.S. government
like,
fighting U.S. government.
In Syria, the DoD was funding al-Nusra, which is like the cousin of Al-Qaeda. Meanwhile, the DoD is being paid to fight them,
Oh my gosh.
along with Assad.
I'm playing
so
both
it's funny,
sides, so I always come out on top.
Yeah, so you always come out on top. Yeah, the U.S. military fighting
Duh.
CIA.
That's the
right?
memes. That's how memes teach us. That's the
Oh my
always
gosh.
sunny meme.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Can we get a bill passed that
And it's
passed
just
legislation?
it's just perpetual war. It doesn't matter who's fighting who, as long as the bombs are being built and the people are being paid.
Because then they're making money. Tomas,
Right.
FBI falls, FBI terrible, right? Oh my gosh,
Exactly.
OGLM.
Well, Spike Cohen roast both in the comments.
Oh,
So
man.
I mean, yeah, it's a trip. It is an absolute trip.
How do you not like freak out on the daily though?
No, you
Like,
got to crush that down.
Yeah, do
Crush
you
it
have
down. Do what you got to do.
No, do you crush it down with the crusher downy thing? Like
Crusher
we saw
downer.
this, yeah. We saw this meme. It was like one of those cartoons, and it's like I crush it down with the crusher downer thing. And I'm like, I need one of those because I don't know what to do with it.
Honestly, like, well, one, yes, the Bill Burr method works. You just bottle it in and
Yeah.
then you snap every now and then.
That's what I do as a mother.
But,
Bottle it up and tell no one ever. Every once in a while,
That's
I'm
why.
just like,
That's why
oh
men
my gosh,
die.
you guys! And then the
Mary
kids are
freaks
like,
out. We just bottle it up.
Yeah. No. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, I bottle it up, but every once in a while, I let it out.
You freak
It's
out,
towards-
and then I got to
yeah.
talk you down.
And then no. It's just I need like 5 minutes of just like I need y'all to know that I'm sick of picking up all your shit because this is my little world, you know.
Yeah.
Like my little world is
stay at
this
home,
house, you know.
homeschool
Stay at
mom.
home, homeschool mom. Yeah, this is where I am. So I'm just like, and then I'm just I freak out. But I think I do well.
I work out of here. I work out of here, so I go stir crazy sometimes too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's every once in a while I just gotta let it out, you know. But
Release that
Dave's
steam.
real good at like just he's making diamonds down there. He's crushing it.
I crush down, but I also constantly release steam. I
How?
will just blow up constantly. Just little blow ups.
Tiny little blow ups,
Constantly.
small little
And,
blow ups
yeah,
all
you-
the time.
Otherwise, heart attack city.
the old squasher downer, Dylan. Yeah, the old squasher downer.
Yeah.
See, Teresa, I can't tell you how many times I've raged about this crap. It is. It's like I think like okay. I gotta just give it to God because that's all.
I think sometimes, even in life, you treat it like a video game, and you're just trying to win, and you're not. You don't let yourself get too into it, but you do your best to like do what you got to do to beat that level.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, and then what did you say? We're driving to the store today, and you're like, oh yeah, the American debt just reached $30 trillion.
Yeah. Because little David was just talking about what a trillion was in seconds, and he's like, if you count to a trillion in seconds, you're in BC.
Oh yeah, if you go.
And I'm like,
backwards,
that's funny because we just reached 30 trillion in national debt.
And he's
30.
like, to who? And we're like,
Oh yeah, he said to who?
To who?
And I'm like,
To-
to a private bank
yeah.
in China.
Right. Right. Yep. Or to BLM. Because now the federal government was sending the states money, and it turns out some of the states were literally funding BLM and Antifa.
Oh, isn't that exciting? Go ahead, squash it down with the squasher downer.
Okay, remind me about the squasher downer. If you guys got any tips on how to use the squasher downer properly.
Well, go to the gym and just lift heavy weights.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh, that's what I should do.
deadlifts fix everything.
Yes.
They'll fix your
100%.
sore back. Like if you're feeling not good, go ahead put some plates
I don't
on there.
like squats, but I enjoyed the deadlifts.
Yeah, I hate fucking
I
squats.
hate
They're the
squats.
worst.
I don't know. It hurts here, but like I'll just do regular squats. Like
Deadlifts
let me just
make
do
you feel powerful.
But like
Like-
the squat with the bar, I'm like my shoulder hurts. But deadlifts, I was like, ooh.
Except a hernia. Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't fix a hernia.
Yeah. Probably don't do that then.
It might
But
complicate
yeah.
things.
Deadlift. I don't mind squats. I like heavy squats, but bench on barbell, I hate. Absolutely hate.
Wow, really?
I know you got to do it, and if you want the big titties, you got to lift.
Hey.
So you got the big haters, you know. So you got to lift heavy for that. So
Does it work for women though? Does having the tight
It'll
pecs help
lift it up.
anything?
It'll lift, yeah.
You know, I've had 3 kids. I'm just asking.
muscle. You just treat it like muscle, right?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
like muscle.
We'll talk about it later. We'll evaluate. We'll see what
Dave's
you need
gonna
to work
evaluate.
We'll look at this.
Yeah. Make a diagram, check in every day, make sure we're doing this the right way.
Yeah, and then you won't snap as much because it's very hard to be like raging after you leave the gym. If anything, you're just like, oh god, I think I'm gonna puke. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna have some introspection.
Push it down.
That's what.
Push it down.
Push that down. Push that
Yeah,
down.
like the amount of times I leave like the gym and I'm just like, oh
my
you know, like don't do it. So it's like. Well,
so I found.
so.
Brooke says about a memory that she had, and the talking of that popped up on Facebook, but it reminded me of a memory that I recently had show up when we were watching It's Always Sunny. Oh. Do you ever watch It's Always Sunny, Diego? Do you ever see that show with?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Frank, Danny DeVito, he was trying to show someone how to do the proper squat with the bar on your back, and he said first you put all the weight on your neck, and then you shoot up and lock your knees. Oh no, wait, you're already up. So wait, you put all the weight on your neck, and then you drop down real fast and hyperextend your ankles, and then you shoot up and lock your knees. And I'm just like picturing that, like.
He's like, no, that's
yeah, no, that doesn't put all the weight on your neck and then hyperextend your ankles.
Crazy.
No, yeah, no.
But it's perfect. It's definitely It's Always Sunny. Like I haven't seen that, and I believe that.
Yes, I'm gonna have to find the clip because I was cracking up about it for a couple days. Like, and that was like 10 years ago. I posted that, so that must have been back in the I love that show though. So what are you doing to like kind of like you're lifting weights, like to decompress? Anything else to just kind of like, whoo, like crush down that rage? You watch any shows? You eating any kind of good food? Just chilling out, listening to music?
Yeah, I like to make some food sometimes too. Music helps as well. I don't have a TV, so I don't really watch TV.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I got stuff like that.
Hey,
you know,
there you go. There you go.
That's the gangster is Walter Jones. He's just the best, right?
Yes.
So I, you know, talk to some people. Like, I'm not from Texas. I'm a Yankee. I'm from Jersey, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know a lot of people here. But even the people from Jersey fled. So it's like we're all political refugees somewhere.
Right.
But now we're all split up. So I know about 5 people down here. So I just like, you know, see them from time to time, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In Texas, they got a hot.
And you keep focused.
Yeah.
But I feel like Texas is big.
It's
huge.
a big
I was gonna
state.
say, like, there's a lot of Liberty people down there, but
Yeah, they might be in
it's
like 5,000 miles
there's,
away.
like, you know, a 5-hour drive between you and those folks.
Oh, more than
you know?
that. So,
Yeah.
I've driven to Wyoming 3 different times now. Twice for campaigns and one for a wedding. This summer, and it was a 19-hour drive, but 11 of those hours were spent getting the fuck out of Texas. That's how long. And then we hit New Mexico for 45 minutes. Colorado was a couple hours, and bam, Wyoming.
Wow. How many hours to just get out of Texas?
11.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, that's not even
from Austin.
That's not even to
like
Hershey.
Pennsylvania. You can go up and down in 3 hours, side to side.
Yes.
6.
Yeah, from like Camden to like Manhattan is like 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's a
Yeah. Philly to New York City, 90 minutes.
wow. Teresa, yes, Texas be large. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to do that ever again.
No.
But I guess if I moved to Wyoming, I would have to do it again. So, crap.
So crap. So what's tomorrow looking like for you? What are you gonna do? I feel like it's gonna be. What's tomorrow looking like for you? What are you gonna do? I'm
Sorry.
hearing myself. Sorry.
Clicking on stuff.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. No, you just clicked.
That's pretty good latency for
It
YouTube.
was, yeah.
Well, I mean, most people are down for the weekend and stuff like that. So I try not to call them too much, but maybe I'll have some calls to figure out, like before what I was talking about, the 5 column. So, like, for example, Kansas is being heard. Again, we don't know when it is, so I want to start making calls, getting people to testify, figuring out what we need to get them to testify, how many minutes they'll get, how many people we can have, the narratives that we want to set, because we don't all want to make, like, the libertarian argument. We want to make the constitutional conservative, the Republican argument, the fiscal argument, things like that, the anti-war argument. And so figuring out who's good for that, the narrative, coaching them, seeing like what strategies they're trying to deploy, educating the legislators so that when it gets heard, they don't sound stupid. Yep. And politicians are stupid. So, that's a hard one. Figuring out where this committee might be, so maybe get someone to go in there and talk to them. So it's like anybody here that lives in these states can go to the Capitol, talk to these people about this bill, and flip them, like educate them, like be like, no, like it's actually super pro-military, and then we flip them, right? Yeah. Ooh, so that's what I can't do. Like I can't just fly to go citizen lobbying in Kansas, you know what I mean? Yeah. But
if there are people, who can be the feet and the hands and the movement, like go to there and speak and share. Right. Yeah. Yep.
And like Kentucky was such a huge help because I just sat down with the legislators, right? So I scheduled something. My friend found a legislator. So I flew out there and, I spoke with him. We had lunch. I explained this bill. I sent him the packet. He put it forward to the legislative office. He really likes it. Mm-hmm. He's talking to people, super positive, right? Then went to the senator. She's super liberty. So she was like all about it. So she was like, okay, but it's like little things like that. Like, hey, can I schedule some time to just talk to you?
Yeah, yep.
That's it. Like, you can do that. I'm not special. I just understand this. And if you don't understand grassroots, I'm willing to help people learn.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yep. I love that.
That's my day. But if Ron Paul can do it by himself for like 20 years with no friends, then
non-stop.
Yeah.
Still
still out there. Yep.
Had a stroke. 2 days later, back on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because he
really
believes
so good
in it. Yeah, he just believes in it. And I remember when we got the chance to see him, we were like 3 rows back, and it was amazing. The energy, standing room only. I mean, it was so packed. And and he said, I don't need to be the president. I want to teach. I want to teach people about all, and then he talked about it, and it's like he just wants to educate folks. He's like, he knew he wasn't going to win because of stupid fucking game. But he just wanted to teach people, and how many folks he reached, it was magical. It really was.
I mean, that guy is magical. That's why he sits here. Then there's a picture up there.
Right there.
Yes. Of Ron and hold on. That's Ron and Bill Kaufman.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then so there's I have one of him with the revolution rolling up his sleeves. I have another of him giving a talk at Yalcon. I have another one of him giving a talk at a summit. And then I have his 80s Libertarian Party lawn sign. And then a bus.
God. Oh, wow. Wow.
I have a
We just have a bunch of what do we have, the 2012? Like, we have so much from 2012.
Yeah, I got so many yard signs in the garage. I got all these little handout little business cards.
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Got some of that stuff.
The trifolds, like the big pamphlets, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I got like all of like 2008, 2012. Like,
we got those.
Yes. Oh man. In 2008, we were just like.
Yeah, I didn't know anything.
A little too. Like,
I think 2009. My one friend was like, he was all Alex Jones, and then he like shared Ron Paul with me, and I looked into it, and I saw Liberty Defined, and I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
But he went full Alex Jones, and then he liked Trump, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna continue on Liberty.
He did not.
Yep. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he liked Trump.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. that kills me. Oh my gosh, and the Ron Paul folks that went to Bernie, I'm just like, no.
Well, they probably came from that camp, and
yeah, but hey, you know what? We're
Yeah.
just gonna keep on keeping on. 'Cause that's what. This helps me. This keeps me like when I feel like I'm losing it. I'm like, but look at we're here together.
We're here, yeah, and we can have fun too,
Yeah.
right? Like this doesn't have to suck all the time.
that's kind of our whole deal. We're just
We're the place where everyone comes to hang out after they've done all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I had
We'll
a really hard
encourage
day
you.
today. Woo, and we're like, yeah, come on and hang out. This is the Cheers, the Cheers bar for the Liberty Movement.
Yeah. I think that's accurate, right?
Yeah.
the USO.
I
or whatever.
really feel I do feel like that because we love bringing everyone in and just hang out and just relax. Let's all just chill or get angry together and then relax again.
Yeah. Yeah, so if anybody's angry right now and wants to do something, I can guide you. So if you're not having fun right now, let's use some of that anger, champ. Let's get them.
Let's
Got to release some of that steam.
Reach forward together.
Yes, I was thinking about what you said with the, Kinsella calls them the way station libertarians because they never understood economics and they don't understand foreign policy. And I feel like if you don't understand those two, then you're probably not going to stick around because, it's like that's how you can back someone like Bernie Sanders who supported war and has supported bad policy. But if you don't understand economics, you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
So that's what Jeff Dice says is the most important stuff. And even Ron Paul and Tom Woods, right? And the wars and the Fed. Those are the two big things. And you need to
monetary policy and foreign
that.
policy. Yeah.
Yep. So it's like if you understand those, you're good, and we don't have to worry about you. I do understand the Trump vote, though, because some people were so pissed. Like I say, black people and libertarians have a lot in common. No matter who wins the election, we lose, right? So it's like we get fucked no matter what, right? So it's like, I mean, I get it. You just want to throw a middle finger to the state, right?
Yep.
Like, it's not like Joe Jorgensen was going to do something.
I mean,
So
why?
it's like-
Why do they announce? I mean, it's not like okay. So, I know it's not like the Libertarians going to win like tomorrow or anything. But why do they announce their candidacy so late? It just seems like it's so late, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody, and you're like, who is that now? And we did go see her.
You.
We did go see her. She was,
she gave a great speech. She had all the main points and stuff.
But it's like, oh man, it wasn't Ron Paul, But I can't compare. But I don't know, like what.
So there's a couple things, and so if we're talking Big L, there's very few people that are like super effective as far as like being Big L. I think like Spike is probably one that is willing to put in more.
Yeah.
The problem is that, well, one, like, they're not serious. They don't have money, so they can't pay the rent. So they can't hire people to go knock doors, to go set up meetings, to rent out offices in different districts or states or whatever. They can't buy lit. They can't buy lawn signs. They can't buy phones, right, to make calls.
Right.
They can't buy the door knockers. And then they don't want to do the work. So most of the time, when I asked him, I was like, cool, how much money have you raised? How many doors have you knocked? 0. And it's like, okay, you're not serious.
Oh yeah, because if you're not out there doing that footwork.
Yeah. That's the two major. Yeah.
That's like people who want to get rich but don't want to do the work for it. Like I'm just saying, like, because Dave and I were in Amway for a little bit, but it was like, people like who just didn't want to do any of the work. We worked our asses off. We did okay, but we stopped. But it was like, you got to work your fucking ass off if you really want something big.
You got to go big.
Yeah. Also, I just really believe there shouldn't be a president of the United States. I'm just going to say that.
No, of course not. It's gonna be the government.
I mean, like...
Well, that's what most people vote for is nobody,
sure
right?
That I say that every election season that there's, presidential election. My hair's getting in my face. I'm like, you know what? The president isn't supposed to be that big of a deal. Y'all are just making... You guys are... Is anyone voting at a local level? Is anyone even caring about what's happening in their own space? Like, it's not, but, everyone's, the president. I'm
Well,
the president.
I think now with it being so horrible, like inflation's up, CRT being taught in schools, I think this has triggered people to start focusing on local elections, on primaries.
Yeah.
You know, because like
Even school board elections. Yeah.
All of it.
I mean, because that matters. That really does
Yeah.
matter.
Big time.
It is affecting your daily life. Like, boop.
Mhm.
You know? Yep.
Yeah. Because they vote to screw you over too, but at least this way you can knock on his door, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I know where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So sometimes getting involved in that, you know, because you can make a lot of liberty locally, right? And you can reject.
Oh, I'm voting for a giant meteor or nobody, says Noah. Why is the president?
I'm hoping nobody wins.
Yeah.
I would just
That
love
would be
if
great.
everybody just didn't go vote, you know, but it's the fucking media and everyone's sitting in front of their TV and they're watching and then they make the big stink about, do you remember this? It was like we were living in that apartment and it was P. Diddy came on and was like, vote or die,
Vote or
vote or die, you know, and I'm like, whoa, is this always
Most of
been
these
this
people
way?
don't
Like,
know what they're voting
Yeah,
for.
like-
They shouldn't be voting.
Like, has it always
Right.
been this way, or is it just because I can vote now that I'm paying attention? Like, it
I
just
think it might be
seems
that,
like,
yeah.
has it always
Yeah.
been so in your
Because here's the
face?
thing. Because like here's the thing though. It's like the hypocrisy is like fucking nuts. Because like, think about this, right? Like Obama ended wet foot, dry foot, which is what allowed Cubans that if
Oh,
they
yeah.
got here on dry land, they could seek asylum,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Obama ended that?
Why?
That's
Yeah.
weird. Isn't
No. No, it's not because how do Cubans vote? Well, Republican.
that? Yeah, because they know communism.
Right. So Cubans don't vote blue. So he just ended that, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay." Like no one said shit, right? So
No.
it just works like that.
No principles.
Like
Such.
they don't care. So like, the point was like, if Snoop Dogg thought that you were out there voting for Trump, he wouldn't be on TV.
Yeah. P. Diddy.
Oh, P. Diddy.
Don't bring Snoop Dogg in. He's okay.
I love Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. No, I don't know.
We're trying to get him on the show.
I don't want to know his politics.
Nice.
I just love Snoop Dogg. He's like,
Yeah.
I just love Snoop
He's
Dogg.
just always been there for us, since we were kids.
He seriously has. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Since I was like 12.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm old, Diego, by the way, just so you know. Smoke
Yeah,
weed
I
every
remember
day.
Snoop.
Do I even have that button
remember-
anymore?
Yeah,
No.
I love Snoop, though.
I don't have Snoop on here anymore.
Yeah, I think I saw him at Bamboozle one year in like 2009.
Oh, I saw him at Lollapalooza, like 98, 97.
Oh, yeah, look at Dave's all like, I got
Yeah.
to see the Beastie Boys
Yeah.
live, and I'm like,
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was there, and he's
The
like,
Beastie Boys.
I'm gonna smoke this blunt. Security tries to stop me. Who's gonna fuck him up? And the whole crowd just goes, ah, and he just like, smokes his weed.
yeah, oh yeah. But like Beastie Boys, though, our son likes the Beastie Boys, and he's like, I'll never get to see. I'm like, I know, me neither. I feel your pain.
Wow.
I'm just sad.
Rip.
I know, rippy, right?
Pour one out for the homies.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, the Super Bowl commercial had
there
me
it is.
screaming. Cannot wait, Snoop Dogg. Okay, so I am a little bit excited. I'm sorry that Diego, I know we're getting a little bit off track, and I hope that's
It's
okay,
gonna get
'cause,
worse
like,
and worse because
um,
we're still drinking.
Can you get
for
the
it.
monitor for?
Yeah,
Can you
I
get,
can do
please?
that, yeah.
Okay, because it's beeping. Okay, so Teresa said about the commercial, the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
All right, I'll do
I'm
that.
really excited about it. Is there a halftime show besides the Janet Jackson nipple thing that all the guys are like, like, ooh, like,
No.
is there a
don't
halftime
even-
show that you or do you not even watch, or do you watch football? Do you follow?
I only watched when the Giants were in it.
Okay.
That's about it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like 3. Oh man, I'm old. Shit.
well, go to the American Legion. You'll feel young.
There you go. So I don't give a fuck about football. I'm watching this. Michael Jackson halftime show was the last I really liked. Wait, no. Is that the Michael Jackson one? Did something happen? Michael Jackson? Or are you saying Janet Jackson, Aaron?
Yeah, what was Michael? I mean, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
never
so you're
watched it.
so. Oh, are you a Giants fan then? Is that what that is? Because the jersey thing. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like
that's cool.
they grew up in the backyard, so like
Yeah.
they've been like max 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Short of
Wow.
like 2. So yeah, I lived in Hudson County, so it's like Giant Stadium's always been close to me. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
one of the few that didn't leave. But mostly Devils though. I'll watch hockey.
Hockey. Oh,
Mhm.
hockey's fun. The fights, man. The fights. I love the fights. I'm sorry. I just love the fights.
Yeah, it feels a lot like politics where like you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
like-
good. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I really. Oh yes, Teresa. Yeah, I liked it too. I usually enjoy the halftime shows, like, because I like music anyway, but I'm like, hey, my kids are watching, and you're showing your crotch, so, like, that's
They just
weird.
never have any.
Like, it's just weird.
They just never have like the people I'd want to listen to.
Who would you want to listen to? Who would you want to see at halftime show?
It depends, because I love punk, so that depends too. But then, like, honestly, like a Tedeschi Trucks band, like it's a very big band, very bluesy, right?
Oh.
And it's like Derek Trucks is probably one of the best slide guitarists like ever. Yeah, so someone like that, or like some gritty like rock stuff like that. I like that, like that reverb sound.
Yeah.
And I like it messy, so something like that. But they never have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Send
it's
me
always
some
very
links
clean.
to the music you want to hear.
Yeah, I'm
'cause that sounds kinda
interested.
fun.
Like
I-
you said a lot of stuff, but it
Yeah.
didn't really like.
I love music. I mean, I really do. So, can you?
Mhm.
I don't know how you're gonna do it. But
Like a lot of
send
people say
links
punk rock,
over.
but punk rock means a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
Yeah. Yep.
It does. It's very.
I
Yeah,
love
'cause,
music.
like-
it's like
so
that
some
ain't
links,
punk.
Yeah.
You ain't punk. I'm more punk than you.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the Bills.
That's
versus-
always weird. The punk's telling you you're not punk.
right.
I always remember my sister. She was weighing that scene, and she's like, "Punk's cool because it makes ugly people cool
Hologram
too."
Tupac. Hologram
Fair enough.
Tupac. I'm so sad.
Like,
Tupac.
just have some cool hair and nice jackets, and
Yeah.
not even nice, cool jackets.
I'm looking at Noah's comment on Float, and the hologram Tupac just kills me because like man.
until this year's Super Bowl when Tupac actually comes
actually
out.
comes back.
That's what they're all
Him
hinting
and
to.
Biggie
Tupac's
are
coming out.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tupac and Tupac and
Oh, you
Biggie are
guys
coming
should
back
watch
to
it.
life.
You guys can watch it live on this, so
Oh, that
people
would be
can watch
fun.
you guys freak out.
Yeah. When Tupac comes out,
Oh my god!
it's not a hologram. It was all a lie. He's safe now. He can come out.
I'll cry and fall to the floor.
But Biggie's dead.
I
Biggie's
wanna
dead.
see that.
There's
I'm
no
not gonna watch the Super Bowl, but I'd watch that.
yeah. There's no conspiracy on Biggie. Biggie's dead, but Tupac's still alive.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm cool with that though. I mean, I love Biggie, but like Tupac, no. Oh man. I feel like something's coming up for the after party, Dave. Tiny small.
Oh
after
yeah.
party.
No, there's gonna be an after party. I don't have to work tomorrow, so we're gonna watch
Small
music
after party
videos
with,
and.
like.
So if you come to the after party, you share links and you can tell us what you like. Because we should end the main show because we're pretty drunk.
Send us music on Float so
this
you
isn't
can.
this isn't gonna get any better.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Before
Okay.
before you go though, tell everybody again where they can go to find out what they can do.
Oh, we had the Defend the Guard. I think I still have the link up. I'll share that.
And everybody get up tomorrow
Yeah, there's-
morning and go do a thing.
There it is. Okay,
Do
I
a
got
thing.
this.
Do the thing.
Do it. Do a thing.
Do something.
So there's two. There's bringourtroopshome.us. That's where you can get information. That's where you can find the news articles. A lot of the drama that we've been through is on there. There's polls. There's press releases. All that stuff. So you can read about it. It's super juicy. I promise. The state really does hate us. So we do have some drama. We do. You know.
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen. And if you go to at troopshome.us on Twitter, we're on there. On Facebook, Bring Our Troops Home. YouTube, Bring Our Troops Home.
Okay.
I mean, and if you want to help donate, you can go to 107club.com. That's spelled out, the words. This helps us. We're a grassroots org. You know what I mean? And I say, like the work that we do for the amount of people we have is intense.
Is it intense. .org?
Yep, that's him. I know that guy.
Okay. Okay. .com. Okay.
What?
The 10-7 Club.
10-7 Club. No, Dave. Yeah.
But then I saw Dan there. I know Dan. Yeah, that's Dan.
Yeah. I know that guy.
That guy! Yeah, I'm doing the meme like, I know him.
That's the wrong browser.
Oh, Diego, you're so fun to talk to. You are fired up and passionate about, like, liberty and freeing people of...
He's not even in the picture.
The fucking shit, you know? Like
that guy. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
Guy.
I love hanging out with you. Oh my gosh, I hope we get to I hope we get to meet in person sometime soon. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we can get a bill filed in PA, and then I'll have a reason to fly out.
Yay!
So if there's PA people, talk to your legislator. If they're willing to file it and it gets heard, I'll be in that committee.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
Oh my gosh, so fun. Let's do this, guys.
I'm all over the place. So yeah, I've been to Florida like 3 different times in the past month. So
that's dedication.
Wow. And it's not like you're having a good time traveling because they're being not very nice to you. So
getting there kind of sucks because it's like you spend 2 days out of the 3 like sitting down on a plane.
Yes.
So it's like
it
sucks. Or in an airport.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Aaron. So Teresa says, she's nervous about, as a mom of active duty soldiers, to get involved in this kind of stuff. Like it's probably, you have to be very careful because you have kids that are active duty,
So then Teresa, why wouldn't, come testify? What state are you in? I can help.
Thank you.
Figure that out.
Good night, Butterfly. Love you, Grandma Min. Oh my gosh, Dan just popped in. Perfect time, Dan. We're about to do after party.
Yeah, hang out there.
Oh, Diego, I love you're on fire. You're like Dad.
Enthusiasm.
Your enthusiasm. You are just yes.
We need more of you guys.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying.
Set people on fire. I mean, not really.
Right.
Yeah.
I did say duty.
Okay.
Jeez.
Sorry, let's end the show. Thanks for hanging out, Diego.
Thanks. You know how we are. He still comes on and hangs out with us. He.
Somehow we still trick people into coming on.
Oh, thanks for being here. Come to Float and send us the some links to
some
songs.
music videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, man.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
All right. Yes. All right. I'm excited. I love music. I can't wait. Yes.
Me too. All right.
Good night to you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
So much fun. Oh my gosh. You know what? I just feel like, look at all of you. Look at all of you. How would I have known any of you guys without Liberty memes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why we always try to go back and.
Oh man. Yep. No, we're not doing the porn on Flow.
No. I mean, some of the music videos we play are pretty racy, but.
Praying for you and your family. Thank you for sharing everything that you did. I just really want to say I'm so grateful. Like, I really am.
I handle everything, Aaron. Just put it in my hands. I will handle it.
I'm just so grateful to know all of you. I do. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine just being in my own little spot here by myself again and feeling like we're the only ones who believe that there could be something better. Brooke, please be our next guest on a Tuesday night. Please, honest to goodness.
At
Brooke
least.
sang me a song. She sang the Little Mermaid song for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she
did.
totally did.
She did.
She did it.
All right, we're gonna end this show. We're gonna do an after party before we get this any more worse than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though if you're watching on Facebook, you will not be able to watch this again on Facebook because Facebook blocks our streams afterwards every time because NBC
not I'm like
NBC
you guys.
NBC Universal thinks they own our intro graphic. So if you want to watch it again, you got to go to YouTube.
It's that herb.
But if you want to get sloppy with us, go ahead and go out on flote.app, look up Liberty Late Night, make your own account there. It takes like a minute. You get a free crypto wallet. And we're gonna go break some copyright laws over there. Thanks for hanging out.
I love you guys. We'll see you on Sunday, hopefully on Float to watch a movie, Half Baked. Woo!
All right, good night, guys.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal.
If you're on Float, stay on Float. I will not shut down that stream. I'm going to shut down all the others, and we're just going to continue on.
Bob's or Vagon, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number one, but you India, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done. Cause we only just begun. I review you. Zero vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series. Looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series just with themselves in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls the world to hold your defecation. Oops, multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subbot!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training dance, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.